We've got a story to tell. Actually, you've got a story to help us tell. Are you ready for fun and frolic with story time workshops with Drawn and Quartered? I hope so, because we are about to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Let's get ready to rumble!
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is once again Wednesday, Hump Day, and we are here with Story Time Workshop, Drawn and Quartered. Why are we doing this? Elliot, why are we doing this?
Because, man, we were talking earlier about some story ideas, and you got pumped up. And I was like, yeah, man, because if A equals B plus C, then D has to G to the fourth front and alpha, beta, sigma
Gamma,
phi.
delta, bet. That's
We
right.
were excited.
/.com.
That's what I'm saying. Here's the story.
I am a technology guy.
Potts finally says something useful.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I thought you weren't going to be here till later.
No, I dumped out.
No, that's just everybody else.
Yeah, that's just everybody else.
Matt Weldon is a little under the weather. May join us in about a half an hour. Kevin Sharp is having technical difficulties with his computer and internet. So
is there a sudden price increase in peanut butter?
Let's hope so. Let's move Jeff down here where he belongs.
What?
The foundation of this show.
Don't you know how this show goes?
Smart.
Kind of trapped here.
Smart man.
Welcome everybody to the show. Amy, Matt, Jeff, Elliot.
Hello.
And, whoever will show up later, we'll welcome you then. So what we're going to do tonight, Storytime Hour. It's like, the other ones where we made up the lovely, wonderful stories for Dean Cain and Dean Cain.
There's a lot of
Dean Cain.
And also Dean Cain.
And also Dean Cain.
Yeah,
and also
that was a good one.
Even Smeagol. So we'll be doing that tonight combined with a Drawn and Quartered episode. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave it up to the audience what our genre and some other story elements that we need to use.
Cool.
Main actor, our cast. Right? Dean Cain will be played by Jerkmonger. There we go.
What? Steven Seagal is starring?
Well, should Matt get to play Steven Seagal?
Should we? All right. Perhaps I'll allow Steven Seagal to be one of the options. You'll have four options for who our lead characters. First of all, we need to come up with 4 possible genres. So, sci-fi, fantasy, western, rom-com, something like that.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal at the rom-com.
I always feel like
Why not?
Yeah. But you know what? As long as we're here and we haven't started yet, why don't I go ahead and share the book that we launched yesterday, All Eyes on Ashley. It's a lovely romantic comedy of sorts over there on Kickstarter. John Delarose, using his nom de plume of Daniela Arcella, something like that. Sella! No. Stella. Anyways,
Like the beer?
got a cover by me. Another cover by me. Does that look familiar?
Oh, yeah. Aaron.
Did a little cosmetic surgery to our Kit Carter drawn and quartered illustration and turned it into another cover. Why waste the art? Recycle it, and at the same time, doing a lovely homage for our friend Aaron Presti. We have Siege's Not Safe for Work cover, and then some encouragement pages to show that the cover artist is the other artist.
Just a little bit.
Amy, I'll go ahead and mute you while you have your discussion with your sister.
I just have to write this down.
And she's not even listening
And
to
she's
you.
not even paying attention to me.
No, anyway.
Which, she, you know,
All right,
has,
so
has
anyways.
its advantages.
That is all eyes on Ashley. You might have recognized the interior pages from Top Grift, but this is a totally identical story with different title and covers for use on Kickstarter, where they prefer not having Top G related stuff. If you notice in the background, there's a fella named Elliot.
Elliot?
His name's Elliot. He's a
Aw. I like how he's big and chunky.
Did you
Yeah.
use 3D models?
I did. I used Elliot as a 3D model.
I posed.
Yes. He posed like one of my French girls. And now Elliot is dead.
We should have Siege do a not safe for work cover with Elliot as a.
Oh,
Right here.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, that's it for that. So let's. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, can I unmute Amy? Amy, you ready?
Yeah.
You guys were making a cacophony of noise a moment ago, and now we've lost Amy.
I like that word.
I think she hit the wrong button.
When you say unmute, did you mean throw her out?
Yeah.
Is it like Japanese or something for throw you out?
Oh, she thinks the audio was coming from somewhere else. Was someone else having Carson?
What was it?
Was it you
What?
having a whole bunch of noise in your background?
I don't think so. I'm not doing anything.
I don't think it was him. I heard whispers. Lady-like whispers.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who that
I
is.
heard a conversation.
That is Mrs. Carson.
Ah, okay. Well, we will offer our unbridled apologies to the Lester sisters. And then,
I don't know. This is just having a lot of computer troubles right now. So sorry if I kind of teleport off and then come back. And
no problem. Let's say hi to Andrew Hayes, Dennis Peruch, Jeff Potts. I don't want to say hi to him. James, books to back by Force One student. That's a mouthful.
Maybe I don't want to say hi to you either. You ever stop to think of that?
Don't say hi to me then.
I'm not.
Hi, Mike.
So I won't. I won't.
Fine then.
Fine.
What a
Oh
ball.
no.
What
Don't
a
fight me,
ball.
All right.
What a ball.
Possible. All right. I'm gonna get the poll up and running here.
Okay. Did we pick out some genres, or are we going to the audience to look for genres?
Yeah, we're gonna go. Well, if the audience has genres they want to suggest, then feel free. Why is the chat not populating? This is annoying. My chat's not populating, so I can't do the poll. Hold on a second.
It feels like there's a ghost in the machine. Speaking of ghosts, who's excited for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire?
Oh yeah, it's got the original cast are coming in, right?
Is there a new trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's got
Cool.
Bill Murray. I saw him in it. And
Yeah. Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd. I can't remember the black guy's name.
Ernie Ray
There we
Hudson.
go. Finally, Jesus.
Bernie Harrison?
Hudson.
Giant
Hudson,
superhero.
Hudson.
All right, starting a poll. What genre shall we?
Ernie Hudson. I said
Ernie
Bernie.
Hudson.
Is like B movie, like B sci-fi movie, and like Hallmark special. Are those genres, or is that a little
think
too
so.
specific?
I would say Hallmark is rom-com.
Story genre.
Okay.
I had to gander a guess.
All right. What is our first action? Is action a genre?
Yeah, it can be. Yep. Action adventure.
I guess like robot movies are genre,
Action.
or usually have a lot of action in them. Like,
Well, action is usually like
Action adventure.
That's like Clive Cussler novels and Indiana Jones is considered action adventure.
so that could be like a wide variety of settings too.
Okay, I already put action adventure. We need a next one.
Well, I'm saying that
Okay.
robots would be sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
It could have action, but
Action adventure,
is Western.
sci-fi, rom-com with Dean Cain.
Fantasy.
Rom-com will be our second option.
Because
Those are
they're always
fun. Those are always
Yeah.
entertaining. Kung Fu
I like Kung
Like
Fu.
as a
martial
genre.
arts movie.
Kung Fu, martial arts. It would be action, but
Yeah, that would be action adventure.
then that would have to be like a subgenre of action adventure.
I guess if action gets voted, then you can vote for different kinds of action, maybe.
Okay, yeah, we can narrow this down a little bit, but we want to get through this kind of quickly, so we need a couple more.
Fantasy.
Western?
Fantasy.
Wait, what did you say, Elliot?
Western fantasy.
Western.
Yeah.
All right,
doesn't
and
have-
one more.
Thriller. Thriller
Psychology?
or horror.
Juan Soto? Really?
Like thriller could be like a spy thriller, or it's akin to horror, but it's usually more about like
What about is it
suspense.
Speed, the movie with the bus that you had to drive really fast on? Is that a thriller or is that an
That's
action?
action adventure. That's
That's
action.
I think that's a thriller.
So
It's a
Okay,
driving
so,
fast.
a noir, action, horror, kung fu, sci-fi,
Horror thriller. Okay.
psychological thriller, rom-com.
Okay, our topics, our genres are action adventure, rom-com, western, or horror thriller. Starting the poll, let's get we got 21 people in here. Let's get at least 15 votes in there before we can move forward, and then we'll come up with the sub-genres. Until then, tell us how your week is going, Matt Cosson.
It's going good. Keeping busy.
Got your bills paid?
Yep. Thank you very much. Especially thank you, Dennis, too. And yeah, it's going good, man. That was a big bill. So I mean, we kind of owed. We were late on our rent, and then we owed this month's rent, and they wouldn't let us pay last month's rent without paying this month's rent at the same time.
That's not crazy.
So we needed $2,000 in 3 days. And
Hold on. I just need to pause you there, Matt Cosson. No one is voting for rom-com.
What? How can you draw a rom-com?
Fantastic rom-coms on this channel.
How can you draw a rom-com?
I mean,
We're not
Just
drawing a
rom-com.
rom-com.
No, we're doing one of those like story ideas, but I think we should draw the story idea too, like drawings of the story.
That's right. Once we nail down
Right? Okay. I didn't know.
the basics of the story, then we can start doing the creative design
Ooh.
at the same time we're developing the story.
Hmm.
And then you guys
Right?
can go. You guys can go find me images, and I will make a video.
There you go. Raven Nevermore says, "All hail the fellowship with arms held wide, praising the fellowship." All hail the fellowship. Only 2,000 for 2 months of rent.
All hail the power of Jesus.
All right, we need one more vote, but I think action adventure is gonna take this one.
So how do we want to divide up the art part of it? Are we going to do different characters, or are we going to different artists do different elements of the design, like for character design or costume.
Why you got to get ahead of everything, Amy? Why don't you
Oh,
just let it all unfold
sorry.
as it goes?
Maybe I've had a little too much caffeine tonight.
And it's got to have
Hey,
Gary
nice,
Busey.
nice D&Q sticker you got there.
I've got a lot of clips of Gary Busey. Got to have Gary Busey.
I got my
Oh, there you go. I'm sure we'll put them in there.
this.
What's
You know
going on
what?
there?
This green screen thing doesn't work. It's terrible. Terrible.
It
All
just
right, we
worked.
have 15 votes. We are at 50% for action adventure. Rom-com got 12%. Western got 12%. Horror thriller got 25%. The poll is over. So we are doing action adventure. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Subgenres of action adventure are
Rom-com.
I'm fine with that.
fantasy.
Archie is a rom-com, Juan Soto. I think you're right. I think it is. It's also a comedy, right?
What?
Well, that's what a romance comedy. Yeah, rom-com. All right, romantic comedy.
Yeah.
Romantic comedy.
Anyone want to help out here?
With what? With what?
A subgenre for action
Okay,
adventure.
for action adventure, we have. You can have like Indiana Jones. What do you call that? That's action adventure, but that's
Historical. adventure.
No, it's not historical. That would be
I mean,
pulp.
Pulp is a good. Yeah,
Pulp?
that encompasses
Pulp
things like
Fiction.
The Shadow,
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction, Conan, The Shadow.
All right. Well, Conan is more fantasy.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, that's
But it
the
was-
shadow. The shadow knows.
So Pulp Fiction,
Shadow, The Phantom,
fantasy,
Doc Savage.
science fiction,
Science fiction, action adventure, fantasy action adventure.
Pulp Fiction, or Western.
See, I think action adventure because we
Noir.
already had science fiction and fantasy earlier. I think the need is to call
Film
like
noir?
film
So not
noir could
action
be, but I would think like it could be action
Military.
adventure could be like military, yes. War movie could be action adventure,
Well, that's military.
right? Okay, fair enough. Well, it's like because you can also say like a Rainbow Six or Tom Clancy is action adventure.
Military / history.
Oh,
Hang on, let me go look this up.
Historical? Like,
Then you could have other action adventure could be like
Ben-
a treasure hunting.
Ben says spy. I think that would.
That'd be
spy-
more under thriller, spy thriller.
What are the subgenres of action adventure?
Are you asking AI?
Disaster
No,
story.
I'm asking Wikipedia. Wikipedia.
Oh. there you go.
Okay, it says includes swashbuckler films, pirate films, and
There you go.
survival films.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Well, what if it's a pirate that gets stranded on a desert island and has to survive? That's like extra action comedy, right?
He has to cut off his arm and eat it in order to survive.
I love that idea. Ship it.
He'd end up losing weight anyhow.
Yeah, you know.
So pirate because we've already done a pirate story,
Have we?
but that's fine. Yeah, Little Mermaid.
Yeah, but was it really a pirate story?
Yeah, that's not a
I don't
pirate
know.
story.
All right, so our action adventure subgenre categories are Pulp Fiction, military history, survival, and pirate. Here we go. Let's
I
get
like that
another
setup.
15 votes on the poll here, and then we move on to casting. Sorry, no, superheroes has. Sorry, we already did it.
Oh yeah, superheroes I guess would be an action adventure
I
type.
think superheroes are their own genre.
Think so? Okay. Like
Superheroes?
super-
What are those?
They're
You haven't
heroes,
heard?
but like they're really super.
I think it's become a genre, but I think it really.
Yeah.
You could also say mythology could have been one. Sandals and what they call swords and sandals.
Oh, sure. Now I'll come up with more.
I just thought of it.
Dean Cain sword and sandals with Gary Busey. Oh my gosh.
All right, so we are going to need a cast.
Oh my gosh. I mean
no.
that would. Oh jeez.
Starring. So if you're in the chat, I want you to start thinking of who you want to star.
Why didn't
In
you
this-
say this earlier, Elliot? Oh, for cripe's sakes.
What?
Sword and Sandals with Gary Busey and Dean Cain.
I'm just saying. I had it in my head. And it came out.
It's right
it came out
there,
at just the right time.
Right in
That's-
front of us.
Military history is at the
It
lead
writes itself.
right now with 40%.
Oh, well, military history, that could probably include Roman, right? Then you can have your Gary Busey and your Jordan
That's
Sandals.
true.
Well, military history can
Emperor
also.
Busius.
Yes.
Lucius.
It can also be like samurai stories. It can
Sure.
also be
Military history is samurai. That's right.
Yeah,
right? It can
absolutely.
also be Chinese dynasty warrior.
Wait, would Conan count as military?
Why not?
No.
No,
No.
Conan would be considered action
But-
adventure. Well, it is action adventure, but it would be fantasy.
But Troy
Because it
could
doesn't
be
have-
action adventure.
Military.
Yeah.
Right.
Military
So there
action-
has to be like
Right.
soldiers.
The
Like
Iliad.
there's the troops.
Gary Busey is Achilles.
Now you could also do just action
Hold on,
adventure.
Andrew
could just be
Hayes
like-
with Andrew Hayes with the minority opinion in the chat.
Wow, with the minority.
It's true.
Braveheart.
It can
Gladiator.
also, it could also be like Rainbow Six. Can be military. Like
Oh my gosh, we've got 24 votes and only 19 people watching. How is that even possible?
People really care about this.
We're
Double voting.
very interesting. What's happening here? I don't know how this is
Maybe
working.
maybe they're also on the other channel.
All right, we've got 25 votes now, and I'm going to call it Military History Action Adventure. There we go.
Gary Busey, Sword and Sandals.
All right, next poll is who is our leading actor?
Oh, God.
Dean
I
Cain,
knew
or
it.
Dean Cain.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Oh, do we need a fourth
Dean
option?
Cain will
Like
be
Dean Cain?
obviously first on the list.
Yes,
Wait,
and second.
No. We're
No?
going to leave it up to the audience this time. We're not going to
Okay.
force
Right.
Dean Cain down your throat.
D. Kane.
That sounded
Dean
wrong, but
C.
it's fine.
But I have
don't
the most Dean Cain pictures.
All right.
Where's ready to go?
I need
Not that
other
that's-
leading actors.
Not
How
that
about-
that's
For Matt's case, Steven Seagal.
Henry Cavill.
Van Damme.
Henry but he has no charisma.
What are you talking about? He's going to be in Warhammer.
He's in the movie called The Passion.
Going to be in
Oh, wait,
Warhammer
that's
with no
Caviezel.
because he's
the Reacher
passionate.
guy. All right, we got it. The
Yeah, Reacher guy. That guy.
Reacher
Oh yeah, Tom Cruise.
guy.
Tom Cruise.
No, not
No,
Tom Cruise. The
not
real
that
Reacher
guy.
guy.
Oh, the real Reacher's Tom Cruise, man.
All right, everyone.
talking
Now the poll begins. Who would you like as our leading actor? And then while you're voting on that, please start to come up with leading actresses for the romantic interest.
Emily Blunt.
Wow, the
Emily
Reacher guy.
Blunt.
Bette
is
Midler.
just
Emily
running
Blunt.
away with this vote here.
Wait, where do we vote?
Well, if it's Reacher guy, we got to find someone that matches him.
The Reacher guy.
Oh,
I'm
what's his name?
telling you,
John
Bette
Cena.
Midler.
John Cena.
Now keep in mind,
But nobody's seen him.
His brother.
you can pick someone from outside of time. Like if Steven Seagal were to be our main guy, it wouldn't be modern day Steven Seagal, right?
Ah.
Still don't want him.
Jiminy Cricket is lamenting that nobody knows the Reacher guy's name.
I just said Tom Cruise.
It's Alan Richson.
Hmm.
Alan
That's the
Richson,
Smallville Aquaman, right?
aka the Reacher guy.
He's Aquaman.
Oh, Haley Atwell. That's a great one. That's you said Elizabeth Atwell. I'm talking about the what's her name? Captain Carter. I want her.
Hey, sis. Hey.
You want her?
Yeah. Or Salma Hayek is good too. Salma Hayek, but she's a little older now.
Salma Hayek
Well,
was
she
in
don't look
our,
like it.
our last story.
Was she?
Oh, she was.
And
Should
Haley
we
Atwell.
play that? Should we play that? Just so people understand what we're doing?
Yes, I guess you should play it.
Should we have
Okay,
Jimmy
let's
Stewart
get
in an
the
action
rest
movie?
of our cast here. All right, we're at 21 votes. I'm going to call it for. Oh my gosh, it's so close between the Reacher guy and Dean Cain.
Is it really though?
It really is.
Well, now it is. Who keeps voting that? How many votes is
Very
there?
close. It's tied between the Reacher guy and Dean Cain. I'm going to end the poll here, and we are going to have a buddy comedy with the Reacher guy and Dean Cain.
Yay! I love it.
Is this a military adventure?
Oh my gosh, when I ended it, it bumped up Dean Cain to the lead.
Oh my
Yes. Yes.
All right. But I
I
already
guess
said it.
we know who
Dean
voted
Cain,
multiple
Dean
times.
Cain will be the lead. The Reacher
Rosie
guy.
O'Donnell should be the lead actress.
Reacher guy is our co-lead. Now we need the now that we have a co-lead, we can have a romantic triangle.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, there you go.
Oh, who is our leading lady?
It was like a military. So she like the nurse at the military or something?
Haley
Atwell?
Atwell?
Yeah, the guy that played Captain Carter, Sharon Carter.
Lucy Liu.
Do you really want to do that to her?
Yes.
I
want her in my life.
I would still say.
Did you actually watch
Jennifer
the last
Connelly,
video
but-
I made?
No, you stop it right now. Or anybody from Hallmark Channel.
From what?
Hallmark
I
Lady.
think Rosie O'Donnell was on the Hallmark Channel.
Debbie Reynolds.
What about
I think Debbie Reynolds is a little past her prime there, Samuel.
Well, you said outside of time.
I know.
Wow.
Isn't she dead? Is Debbie Reynolds still alive?
No, she passed away.
Yeah,
It was
so I
only
mean,
about
come
time.
on.
She
We'd
passed
have-
away like
at least we'd have to be able to have them act the role, and then we could put the younging AI technology on their face.
Oh, okay. So we're
she passed away like
Take it
the week after Carrie Fisher died, I think.
Erica
Gina
Durant.
Carano. Thank you,
That's
Dennis.
good too. Erica
that's
Durant,
good.
the girl that
That's a good
plays
Erica
Lois Lane.
Durant. Who's that?
She was Lois Lane on Smallville.
Oh. We let you
Okay.
pick one already.
All right, I got some Hallmark leading ladies here.
Oh, awesome. What we got?
Rachel Boston, number
Okay,
one
we have to
Hallmark
know
actress.
who we're talking about.
Cameron
Andrew
Burr.
Candace
Scarjo.
Cameron. Yeah,
Cameron
Candace
Burr,
Cameron.
whatever her name is.
Bethany
Boston
Joy
is
Lentz.
pretty good.
We have one left. I put ScarJo for Andrew Hayes.
That's good. That's
Oh,
good.
there you go. What about the girl who plays Winnie from Wonder Years? She's on the Hallmark
Yeah,
Channel.
she was on the Hallmark Channel once.
Yeah, she's good. I like her.
She's actually went with Candace Bergman. They left the Hallmark Channel actually.
Danica Patrick.
Can I
Yeah.
just pull rank here and say 1994 Jennifer Connelly?
Oh.
Why not?
Yeah, but you can't bring her into your story now.
I mean, she's an actress, right?
Yeah, but she's
What are you talking about?
she's older, and
What?
I don't want her.
What?
I don't want her to break. I don't want her to break her hip.
Denise
No,
McKellar.
Hey,
Well, I thought we were already doing the
She's a
time
top
warp.
heck?
one too.
How old is she now? Have you seen her? She's super skinny now and like fragile looking.
that's why I said 1994 Jennifer Connelly.
I'm just.
And 1994 Dean Cain.
What about Madonna?
Ugh.
Ugh.
Have you seen her? She finally looks like a grandma now. Like literally a grandma.
Hey, did you know Andy McDowell was on? Andy McDowell was in Hallmark movies.
She
All right.
is.
That I did not know.
Our leading lady choices tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and then I'm gonna go and play the previous episode recording so you guys get an idea of what we're doing here tonight. Haley Atwell, Gina Carano, ScarJo, or 1994 Jennifer Connelly. I think I spelled that wrong. I did. All right, poll has begun. Let me grab that other video, and then we can enjoy.
Enjoy.
Joy. View your
Where's
channel.
my other camera? I'm gonna put the camera on my heart so
And
my
I think-
face mess
Yeah,
everything
the
up.
actress from the Wonder Years is Denise McKellar.
McKellar.
Danica
Oh.
McKellar. Danica?
It's not Danica Patrick.
No, it's Danica McKellar. Danica Patrick is a race car driver.
Oh yeah, thanks a lot, Jiminy. Thanks a lot.
Did Jiminy
might be
lead you
good for-
astray?
All right, present, share
Yes.
screen.
Oh,
Can you get
it's
back
a
to
race.
the-
It's a race between Haley and Jennifer.
All right, we're gonna watch this,
You
and
just passed me out.
then you can choose. Also share tab audio. All right, is everyone ready?
Weird, magnificent
Wow, that face. That
Mhm.
face.
The movie starts with a dramatic scene where the king, Jack Black, playing Nacho Libre, playing Richard II, sitting on his throne in judgment of a dashing, handsome blacksmith, Dean Cain, and his younger and equally dashing brother, also Dean Cain. Over,
Okay, good.
the king decides that the younger brother of the blacksmith must die. Blacksmith Dean Cain screams and cries dramatically while the executioner, during music, uses his magical axe to behead his younger brother.
Even it's not naughty, it's juicy, you idiot.
Despite being headless, Dean Cain still maintains his impeccable winning smile. The prologue, of course, has nothing to do with the rest of the story, but it is a really cool segment and provides an opportunity for Dean Cain to expand his dramatic range. Fast forward in time, a young virgin, Scarlett Johansson, lives with her evil stepmother, Selma Hayek. Despite being in her mid-30s, the virgin ScarJo remains chaste. When her father died, he left the estate under the guardianship of his second wife, the stepmother, including all of his exclusive land holdings. This guardianship extends until either the evil stepmother dies or the virgin marries. And seeing that we are calling the main romantic lead a virgin, the latter condition obviously hasn't happened yet. Virgin ScarJo remains unmarried as she has been in love with the local and devilishly handsome blacksmith, Dean Cain. This is the very same blacksmith whose younger brother was beheaded by the king, Ricardo Libre II, many years back.
This is
now he's in
before
his
Jeff
50s,
discovered
remains unmarried
AI,
because he
by
wants
the
to
way.
keep his options open. And despite being slightly over the hill, he is still a handsome leading man, blacksmith. Unbeknownst to the future lovebirds is that a secret desire for the blacksmith Dean Cain is held by the stepmother. The stepmother constantly consults with her magic mirror, also played by Dean Cain, on ways that she can get rid of her stepdaughter so she can have blacksmith Dean Cain all to herself. Because the magic mirror is inhabited by the spirit of the younger brother of the blacksmith Dean Cain, her plans are cunningly thwarted by the advice the mirror provides. This is mainly to ensure that Dean Cain gets a higher percentage of the movie's proceeds at the box office because he occupies multiple roles. While the stepmother is in love with blacksmith Dean Cain, the local sheriff, Danny Trejo, is also secretly in love with the evil stepmother. Because of this, he harasses blacksmith Dean Cain on a daily basis and threatens to do something about his excessive hammering in his shop.
Back in Tijuana, we kidnapped you, put you in a oil drum. The ransom's not paid. We light you on fire.
In the midst of this love triangle, the king decides to go for a stroll one day. Wandering the lands of Virgin ScarJo and her stepmother Hayek, the king trips over a stone in the grass and falls to the ground. As he recovers, while wondering who might end up beheaded for this outrage, he takes a closer look at the stone. It's mithril. Looking
So
closer
much
at the ground
black.
and some of the nearby rock formations, the king discovered there was a huge amount of
empty
magical metal
space.
that can be mined from this location. Realizing the vast wealth he could accumulate, he immediately looks for a way to seize control of the land. Consulting with his counselors, he discovers that outside of beheading, marriage to the landowner is a means by which he can gain access to the vast quantities of mithril he knows exists on the estate. What mithril actually does, no one really knows. There are no elves in the story, and even if there were elves, they don't get ill and they never die by natural causes, so it's not really sure what the mithril is used for. But what is known is that it is very, 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 very rare and expensive for some reason. Moving on. After musing about another beheading, King Ricardo Libre II decides it's easier to marry the Virgin ScarJo. He then sends a letter to the evil stepmother Hayek, demanding the hand of the Virgin ScarJo in marriage. Stepmother Hayek receives the letter, reads it, and realizes that if Virgin ScarJo marries the King Libre II, she loses everything.
No.
But if Virgin ScarJo dies, she inherits the land, making her an attractive prospect to be the next queen. Virgin ScarJo discovers stepmother Hayek's plans and flees to go find blacksmith Dean Cain. In response, stepmother Hayek casts a spell on the Virgin ScarJo's favorite teddy bear, turning it into a winged monster, which she then dispatches to kill Virgin ScarJo. With a winged teddy bear hot on her heels, Virgin ScarJo finds blacksmith Dean Cain at the town oiling his mighty pecs. Mid-oily rub-down, the killer teddy bear swoops in to attack. As blacksmith Dean Cain and the teddy bear fight, the Virgin ScarJo is actually knocked into a well. She falls and lands at the bottom of the well, which is completely absent any and all water for some reason. And for the same strange reason, Virgin ScarJo doesn't die in impact, break her neck, or shatter a limb to the point where the broken bones project from her flesh. In fact, she doesn't even bruise. She merely goes unconscious, but not a really bad unconscious like coma or something. She's unconscious in a way that she can be discovered by whatever lives at the bottom of this well. That's not
I just
really a
want to
well,
point out that
more
Jeff
like a
added a
human
lot of
hole where people fall in and
editorializing to
collected by whatever lives at the
story.
bottom. In fact, the well itself was a place where virgins were usually sacrificed for no specific reason. The townfolk would select a virgin at random and throw them in. When the king took over the region, he ended the practice, though by that time, none of the townsfolk remember why the place is the site of a virgin sacrifice. In fact, there is some debate afterwards as to why the well was actually called a well, because it wasn't really a well at all. As blacksmith Dean Cain fights the killer teddy bear, a large, bulbous figure that knows Aikido grabs a virgin and drags her further into the well. As he approaches a cavern further in, 7 small figures crowd around the virgin and look at her in wonder. While short, they are also very effeminate and seem to consume a lot of soy. Seeing the unconscious form of Virgin Scarjo, they immediately fall in love with her to the point where they are willing to give up vast sums of money to her just so she can say their name online during an OnlyFans live stream. They are cue dramatic music. The 7 Simps. And their total leader is Steven Smeagol. Normally, the Simps and their leader, being cannibals by nature, would have consumed the virgin as they had consumed many such virgins in the past. However, because they are so enamored with this particular virgin, and because it moves the plot forward, they decide not to eat her. Instead, they do as they were born to do. Simp. They simp long, they simp hard, they simp like they never simped before. After defeating the killer teddy bear, blacksmith Dean Cain jumps into the well to save Virgin Scarjo. Remarkably, he does so without breaking his neck or shattering his legs, making Virgin Scarjo and blacksmith Dean Cain unique physical specimens, or mutants. We're really not sure. Following the distinctly virgin-esque drag marks, he tracks down Steven Smeagol and the 7 Simps. Blacksmith Dean Cain challenges Steven Smeagol for control of the Simps, a challenge which is accepted. And as the two square off, the camera pans back to reveal that Steven Smeagol is only 3 feet tall. He does, however, remain quite bulbous. The fight is long and hard. Actually, not really. With blacksmith Dean Cain being victorious. Soon after, blacksmith Dean Cain and Virgin Scarjo discover that the queen is being married to the king via an unspecified means of notification. Having an army of 7 ninja simps, all who know Aikido, blacksmith Dean Cain and Virgin Scarjo leave the well somehow, as if there were a means to get to the bottom of the well easily. There would be no need for blacksmith Dean Cain to jump down to the well in the first place. And they make to the castle to disrupt the ceremony. Meanwhile, back at the castle, stepmother Hayek is thinking she's the rightful owner of Virgin Scarjo's estate and woos King Ricardo Libre II. King Ricardo Libre II, wanting both the mithril and the gratuitous wooing, consents to the marriage. In a span of time that lasts a few hours, as it is a whirlwind wooing, King Ricardo Libre II and stepmother Hayek get married. At once, King Ricardo Libre starts making plans to mine the mithril. Sheriff Trejo tries his best to dissuade his one true love, stepmother Hayek, from marrying the King Ricardo Libre II. He attempts to fail miserably, and he scowls, and that's what Danny Trejo does best, scowl, and act menacing. Midway through making his plans, the alarm bell goes off as the Simp army attacks. Men in armor, wielding swords and crossbow, rush to the battlements to stop the onslaught and protect their liege. The battle is furious. Men cry out in fear, some fleeing the walls as the cannibal Simps rush the battlements and press forward to the keep. Actually, not really. The Simps get arrested by the king's much larger army and are thrown into the dungeon, which is a bit of an upgrade for them as they've been living at the bottom of a well that wasn't really a well with Steven Smeagol, who ate all of their food. How else would they become cannibal Simps in the first place? Fast forward to the gallows, where blacksmith Dean Cain and the Virgin Scarjo are set to be executed by the notorious Executioner Busey and his magic decapitating axe. Executioner Busey taunts Virgin Scarjo before taking her head, and because he's Gary Busey, because that's what Gary Busey does best, taunt and laugh. Merciless laughing and taunting, followed by more laughing.
Have you ever been hit in the face with a bunch of cookies?
This gives blacksmith Dean Cain time to slip his bonds using the oil that coated his pecs, which was a convenient, if not useful, plot device. Seeing an opportunity to perhaps get his true love's favor, Sheriff Trejo hands blacksmith Dean Cain a knife that blacksmith Dean Cain throws at Executioner Busey. While the knife does not kill Executioner Busey, as the only person who can kill Gary Busey is Gary Busey, it does ruin his aim. Executioner Busey's magic axe misses by a hair. Actually, it misses by many hairs, shaving one side of Virgin Scarjo's head. The result? A sudden hair loss that triggers a latent gene in her chromosomal makeup, the result of which is that the remainder of her hair turns bright blue. Virgin Scarjo has a sudden urge to glue herself to a painting and scream obscenities at someone named Trump. With the execution easily and inexplicably foiled, the king relents and gives up his plans for the mine. Blacksmith Dean Cain and Virgin Scarjo get married, stepmother Hayek and the sheriff get married, the king joins the Simps, and the only one to have a happy ending is Gary Busey, because he's Gary Busey.
Right.
Hello! All right!
All right, well, that's basically what we're doing here tonight. We're going to be coming up with the story. Let's go back and see where the vote is. We've got, oh my goodness, 39% for Gina Carano. We have 31 votes and 15 people watching. I do not understand
How does that
how
work?
any of this works.
What's going
That's new,
on
man.
here?
Jennifer Connelly is in a distant second with 29%. Haley Atwell with 23%, and ScarJo with only 10%. And it looks like our lady, our love interest, the third leg of our stool. I don't know how to say it. Our love triangle. The love triangle is
Here we go.
it's gonna be Gina Carano ending the poll. Sorry, dying.
Wow, I was not expecting that. This is not anything like I thought it would be.
No,
Well,
not at all.
that's the problem with democracy. Play it.
There's more people there's more votes than people. That's not democracy. It's a travesty.
It's 2024. It sounds like 2020.
Well, can't we have
again.
a second lead? A second female lead?
A second female lead.
Like, can't one of those guys find the next girl or something?
Oh,
Maybe
like she
the
could have a
hologram.
friend.
You never know. You
Oh,
never
John
know.
Wade. He said love triangle. I missed the other 2 points of the try. It's Dean Cain and the Reacher guy, who are apparently now both going to be desperately in love with Gina Carano for some reason.
Or
Alan Richardson. Yeah.
both Gina Carano and Dean Cain could be in love with the Reacher guy.
Oh, no.
Well, both her and Alan Richardson
I
were
mean,
in Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Do you value your friendship with Dean Cain?
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Alan Richardson was in Fast and the Furious?
Yeah. The number 10, the newest one, the most craptastic of all of them.
The fastest and the most furious-est.
He's like the gay boyfriend of Jason Momoa.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No,
All right.
Sorry for everybody who's out there. I just revealed a plot point. I apologize.
that's not
Guys,
a plot
voted
point.
for
That's
this.
a disgrace.
The women.
So
Oh, we
what?
could have had Keanu Reeves. Could have been one of the options, but maybe next time.
Yeah. We'll have to make a list of actors.
John Wick suggests we replace one guy with 1994 Jennifer Connelly.
That's interesting.
Or
All right.
maybe
Hey,
Jack Reacher guy
you know
turns
what?
into 1994 Jennifer Connelly.
Very realistically, look, this is what happens in Hollywood, right? You let the producers come in with the money, and they tell you as the creatives what kind of movie you have to make and who's going to be starring in it. So this is a very good exercise for us as creatives to
If Alan Richardson became Jennifer Connelly, would you date her?
Oh no.
How would that even work? How do you put into another
Oh
person?
no.
Who wrote that question?
It's a dilemma.
Well, in that new movie, John Cena became Britney Spears.
What?
Yeah, there's the new movie that John Cena just came out. I think it might be on Netflix or something. But he's dressed. Imagine John Cena with all the muscles is dressed like Britney Spears from the "Oops, I Did It Again" video
no.
with the short skirt and the ponytail
My mind can't even do that.
and
Imagine
fishnets.
it. Imagine it.
I could see that.
That's awful.
And you can't stop laughing.
They have the same sort of facial bone structure.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, we need a villain.
He looks like Jim Varney. There's no way.
Who's a villain for this?
All
Okay, so what kind of? This is a military thing. Well, what kind of military thing is it? Is it like a Rainbow Six military thing, or is it?
Well, I mean, we need our cast before we start with the thing. So, all right.
I agree, John Wick. I didn't even want to talk like that, honestly.
I
Who
did.
is our villain?
Elliot. I mean, what?
Great
I just
Cucamonga.
hit start poll and I didn't have any options in the poll. All right, let's start another poll.
Oh, I picked number 2.
Should we take our second runners from the lead male and lead female actors and put them in one and say this is our villain?
Yeah, we got somebody requesting Steven Seagal as the villain. I'm going to throw in Gary Busey.
Okay.
Oh, we can make it fun for Matt and make it Seagal and Busey.
we don't
Up
have to
to
do
the
Seagal.
audience. It is up to the audience.
To the audience.
Okay,
That's-
all right.
What if
It's
it's
up to the
what if-
audience, but we will limit we will limit the availability of people to pick,
Brie Larson.
but they're free to do it.
Oh, Brie Larson's a good
Oh,
villain.
Brie Larson.
Oh, that
Sorry,
girl
we
that also plays Snow White. What's her name? The Spanish girl.
We already have Brie Larson. We don't need
Do
Yeah, we
we-
need more. We need villains as bad as that.
Taylor Swift.
Hmm.
Mm.
Is she really a villain? though?
Barefoot Brie Larson is the villain.
Oh, yeah. Put your shoes
And we
back
can
on.
sell stuff to the foot fans.
Hillary Clinton is not an actress.
I'd rather keep talking about Jennifer Connelly.
You ever seen Hillary give a speech?
Mm.
Okay, Jennifer Connelly, modern day Jennifer Connelly.
What? No.
Well, she does dress like Kim Jong Il, so she is
Yeah.
already
it's
there
true.
visually.
All right,
She can just be-
starting the poll. Who is our villain? Your choices are Steven Seagal, Gary Busey, Brie Larson, or Jennifer Connelly.
Nobody's going to
Let the poll begin. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, so far, it's Gary Busey.
I gotta vote.
no.
I gotta vote.
Brie Larson is taking the lead. Brie
Wow.
Larson's extending her lead.
Wow.
Oh,
Huh.
oh, nope. Still, yeah, Brie Larson's got a pretty solid lead on this.
On this military action adventure?
I'm not sure how Brie Larson in an military action adventure is going to be a great villain, but hey,
Well, I mean, there's a love triangle, right? So maybe she can Wait, how does that work? That would
She played an Air Force pilot in that movie.
yeah.
Top Gun.
She was
Steven Seagal's pulling up on the rear.
She was a government operative in
Steven Seagal's
Fast
taking
and
the
the
lead.
Furious.
Steven Seagal is taking the lead.
Steven Seagal's taking the lead. Oh crap! I mean, oh great.
It's okay. He doesn't have to be in it.
Great.
Well, we were trying to make it fun for you, Carson.
I don't know. The way you handle Steven Seagal. It's not a lot of fun for me.
You know,
What I'm
he was-
saying, you could draw him though. Are we
We have
drawing it?
19 votes with only 13 viewers. 20 votes, and Steven Seagal has taken the lead. I'm going to end the poll
We will
there.
deal
Steven Seagal is our villain du jour.
We will deal with
All
Steven
right.
Seagal respectfully. Seagal. Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
Cigars.
All right. So that's it. Do we need any other questions answered by the chat before we start?
What's the runtime?
Run time? No, it's 90 minutes. Come on.
90 minutes is a good standard.
This is a 90-page script. This is how it works.
I say it's a 3-hour epic.
Script.
Are we doing Oscar bait or are we doing like 50% on Rotten Tomatoes or like 80% like user review?
That's a good question. Who's that?
I think our goal is just to try and get through it.
I don't even know what we're doing.
I think
We're
that
coming up with a blockbuster action adventure military.
Are we really?
But we're not drawing it.
Oh, we
Yeah,
are
you-
drawing it.
We can draw it.
Right.
That's the problem. We have to draw it along the way. We gotta.
That's
pick
right. That's right. So now you know the base characters that you have to work with. You have the Reacher guy,
Okay.
Dean Cain.
Dean Cain.
Mhm.
Who was the girl?
Brie Larson. No,
No, it wasn't.
Gina Carano. Gina
Gina
Carano.
Carano.
Gina Carano. Those are our heroes.
Okay.
And then Steven Seagal is the Darth Vader to their triumvirate of heroes.
so. What was it? It was action, adventure, military.
John
Yes.
makes it. Wait, you spent an hour selecting characters to draw in 1 hour?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's not going to work for that. Basically, we're each drawing a part of the movie poster.
Yes, and then we will combine them into one mighty unit.
It's the Voltron of
So-
movie posters.
Everybody just does like their idea for what the movie is, and then we put it all together.
All
We
right,
need a story.
we need a story. So let's.
That is true.
No, we just need to draw Steven Seagal's face against Dean Cain's face, profile to profile.
No, Joseph, these are not the sisters that kiss. Not in the way you're suggesting. Yeah.
But they could be.
Jeff,
Oh my goodness.
There was a time Brie Larson was attractive. What happened to that?
she became an SJW.
Her feet showed up.
That's what always happens.
Well, when she was on that filling in for Jimmy Kimmel or something like that, she had a decent looking cop on.
Was that
King
to
Kong.
distract from her politics?
No, not really, but she, you can look at still pictures.
Silent picture.
Exactly. So.
Okay, all right. So we need a plot here. Where's this going to take place?
Well, let's see. Do we have? It's a military. Does it take place in like a military setting, or does it take place
A
like
rescue, destroying a base,
Afghanistan.
Yeah,
in a desert?
that's what the question is. Where are we doing this? Is it modern day? Is it World War II? Is it
A jungle, a desert? Maybe.
I love a good World War II story.
about
and
Civil
Steven
War?
Seagal would make a great Nazi.
Espionage, like you're going through like an old like kind of like a shelled out like German village or something like that, and you're trying to sneak by or something like that. Could that work?
Yeah, like three. Like, okay, so obviously only two of them can be in the service, and they get trapped behind enemy lines, and they find a young Gina Carano who's Jewish and who's
Oh yeah, sure.
no wait, maybe I shouldn't go there.
What if this is the Hatfields and the McCormicks?
McCoys?
McCoys, yeah, that's it.
There you go.
McCormick's, they're the ones that do the spices, not the
I still say we should do the Roman Empire.
Roman Empire.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
That's pretty popular.
Is it?
Some people say that's all people think about.
Really?
I don't
I never even think about it once.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Think about it all the time.
I don't know
Well,
where
we think about it now because America is pretty much the Roman Empire right now.
All right, I'm not sure how Steven Seagal fits into being a Roman.
Yeah, he's the one that invented sunglasses.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
I'm telling you, Steven Seagalus.
Steven
I like that.
Seagalus. All right,
Steven
right,
Seagalus Magnus.
Rome it is. Right.
So, okay. Well,
All right, which time in the Roman Empire, and where are they fighting the Gauls? Are they trying to squelch the Jewish uprising in Judea?
No, that's too historically.
Yeah, you're getting too far into this.
oh,
They're-
I
maybe
think-
Roman Empire
There's-
is like a
They
lot
just
of
like
things.
they just randomly are conquering somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Rome randomly conquering someone.
you
Belgium.
might even be able to have like the mythological. Ooh, that would make a good villain, right?
Luxembourg.
It's the era with Dom DeLuise and History of the World.
As Caesar.
Yeah.
Oh, Caesar Seagal.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Well, that just writes itself.
Hit right
It's like
something.
nice, not thrilling, but nice.
Exactly. Thrilling, but not.
Nice. Not thrilling, but nice.
The Reacher would make for a good gladiator.
Okay, we have we have set our villain. Now we need a
Is this a
conflict.
retelling? Is this a retelling of Julius Caesar?
No.
Why
We
not?
need a conflict. So is it a military conflict or is a
Rome's being invaded. How's that?
by Hannibal
Yeah,
played by
Yeah.
Gary Busey?
Yeah, but that
yeah. He did it. He worked him in. That'd be a perfect Hannibal.
Yeah.
With all those teeth.
I'm writing that one down.
So, is Gina Carano like, I don't know, a guard at a temple for Athena or something like that?
No, there are no
Nope.
female freaking military women in Rome. She's
So
got to
what-
play
Where
What
is
if-
she then?
What if she's dressing up like a male in the armor, like a gladiator?
Very
They all
juicy
think-
as Hannibal.
She's the Mulan of this story.
Yeah, and then she shows everyone like, yeah, I'm so huge, and I fight things. That's cool.
They're like, Gina Carano, why is your chest plate so big?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know, but I thought I can't do it.
You know, we could always do Dean Cain as Pectorals Maximus.
No, okay.
Oh.
We'll bring in the gladiators. KRS's gladiators are brought in as a desperate attempt to save Rome from the invasion. She can be one of the female because they did have female gladiators.
Did they?
Oh.
They
Sweet.
did?
And she is literally an American gladiator.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's perfect.
Excellent.
She
Excellent.
is?
Nice.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's an action movie. She
And
has.
she
to
dated
do-
Henry Cavill for a while. So, you know.
Okay, and then Alan Rickman or whatever his name is, he
Richardson.
can also he can also be
Whatever.
a gladiator, but Dean Cain can't be.
No.
Dean Cain can't
Well,
be because
is
Dean
she
Cain
like
is a goat herder.
Armor?
No,
No,
Maybe he's armor.
Maybe
'Cause I
he's a
mean,
blacksmith.
Alan Richardson obviously looks like a gladiator, right?
Yeah, I got the Reacher guy as Gladiator Pectorals Maximus. How's that?
What if Dean Cain? What if Dean Cain is a senator who's in love with a gladiator? A forbidden
He's
love.
in love with Gina Carano, and he's trying
Yeah.
to set her free.
Yeah.
He's trying to buy her freedom, or at least buy her
Freedom.
Senator.
and give her freedom
Mhm.
as his wife. But
Yeah.
she's in love with Alan Rickman.
Who's another gladiator?
Alan Rickman Richardson.
Well, then maybe they
Alan
have to-
Rickman fell off Nakatomi Towers, not Alan Rickman.
I like how angry. Dang it! He fell off Nakatomi. Okay.
Gladiator. So we need a name for Gina Carano.
Gina Carano.
No, like
Genus Carano.
And run with mucus.
wow.
Genus.
Wait. Are we talking about her disguised name?
Oh, like her, like if they have like stage names, like for gladiators.
No, the name of her character. Oh, you mean like her
'Cause
gladiator name?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because no one knows that she's
Or something like that.
what if she calls herself bloodthirsty or something like that?
Yeah. Gina
Yeah.
Corazon. That's not very Roman.
It's
Top
also not
10
very
gladiator
masculine.
names and their roles. Hang on. So we got Murmillo, Therex, Secudert, and none of these are funny. Provocateur. Bestiaris.
Hector.
Spartacus.
Athena Caranas.
Venus Caranus.
Venus is the
Venus Caranas. Coronas.
Genia? G.
name. Venus
Crown.
Kronos.
Coronas.
Daughter
crown,
of Kronos.
right?
Son
That'd be
of Kronos.
Kronos would be time.
I know,
Coronos
but
would be
that was the name
crown.
of a Titan. That was the name of a Titan. That was I think that was Zeus's dad. right?
Cronus. Cronus. Yeah, no, Cronus was Cronus, I think, was Jupiter's father.
Gina, warrior princess, says Dennis.
That's it.
Gina? Yeah.
Gina, I get it.
All right.
Well,
So
okay.
what's the inciting incident? Is there Hannibal? Gary Busey is coming to town. He's
The
invading.
year is 89
So,
AD.
The Roman legion is they were somewhere else, right? That's why Hannibal came in from the north, and nobody was expecting it. That's it. Hannibal was coming in from the north. The Roman legion wasn't there because no one was expecting it, but the gladiators were.
Oh, there you go.
Why? Why were they so aware?
The gladiators are there because they're entertainment.
Right. So they're in town and they
But
can
now
fight.
they need the gladiators to fight the hordes of Hannibal.
And it's like, okay.
Okay.
But in exchange for what?
And Dean Cain comes in and says, you know, if you fight for this thing, because he's a senator, and he says that we'll grant you your freedom and land and stuff if you survive fighting for Rome, because we're stupid and we don't have
And then he
military.
tells Venus, "Well, you can have my pecs."
What?
And
He tells
you
that
could
to
have
Venus.
my pecs.
You could be free and have my pecs.
Seed Fan says, "Cross the Alps. Didn't he? Could be a mountainous battle scene." Well,
Did they get out to go fight?
He did. Carried elephants across the Alps. Pretty ballsy move for Gary Busey.
Poor Gary Busey.
I'm
He
not
uses
working on big
teeth
enough
as a bridge.
paper. I ain't got any room for Gary Busey and or Dean Cain.
You didn't leave room for Gary Busey?
I've laid out where Brie Larson and Gina and Steven Seagal.
Brie Larson got voted out.
Oh, did she?
No, she didn't.
Well,
the
maybe
villain.
she can be the villain in your story.
Wait, who's the villain in the story?
It's Steven Seagal.
Yeah. What if Steven Seagal became?
Steven Seagal is Caesar.
What if he became?
And Caesar
Brie Larson
is lying. Caesar is the one who said that they're gonna get their freedom, but really he's a liar.
Yeah, that's right. Brie Larson or Steven Seagal transitions penis cuticus into Brie Larson.
That's it.
Sammy Proctor just got back. Have we chosen a time in Rome? Yes, we are choosing the invasion of Hannibal, aka Gary Busey. So I don't remember what was that, 200 BC, something like that, 100, 200 BC.
Dude, this is us. We don't have to be specific on actual details.
Oh, fine then.
Where's the sternum striatus maximus muscle in that?
Here, Joe.
Or not?
Well, hang on. I got
It's on the floor.
Dean Cain as Gaius Historio Magnus.
Oh.
Historio is actor. So, guy, whatever it is. Reacher Guy is Pectorals Maximus, and Gina Carano is Venus Caranus. And then we get Steven Seagal as Caesar Seagal, and Gary Busey is Hannibal.
Can Caesar Seagal become Caesar salad?
Caesar, what's
And welcome, Matthew Weldon.
Well done.
Good evening, everybody.
I don't think he's gonna have a hard time catching up.
Well then, did you get con crud?
Wait a minute. What did you say? Oh, con crud?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I just got bad sleep for. If I get bad sleep for too many weeks.
Oh, yeah, it can catch up with you. That's true.
Yes, Kara, the Reacher Guy is a gladiator. Weldon, have you been paying any attention, or do we have to have Jeff catch you up on where we are?
Well, I figured, is now a good recap stage, or is
Yeah,
y'all can just keep going. I'll figure it out.
Hey,
No.
Well,
It's good for anyone who just came in here. We need a good entry.
Okay, so we're gonna write a story.
Intermission recap.
Maji-chan, $2 gives us a
Thank
smiley
you.
face. Thank you, Maji-chan.
We're gonna write a story. It's an action adventure. It's based in Roman times. We got Steven Seagal as Caesar Seagal, Gary Busey's Hannibal, Dean Cain, who's a senator, and his name is Gaius Historio Magnus.
Which is a great name.
The Reacher Guy, who's a gladiator, his name is Pectorals Maximus. And Gina Carano, who's also a gladiator, who is named Venus Caranus.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay, so what happens is the Jack Reacher gladiator guy, he's like, yo, check this out. I like that girl. And they're like kind of into each other because they've been fighting back to back against like lions, and there was a couple of times they fought, they reenacted other things in the Coliseum. But then when Hero whatever Heroizon shows up, and he's like, hey man, I look like a future Dean Cain guy. He's like, look, I'm down with you. But then the guy's like looking at him sideways, like he can't say nothing because he's a senator, right? He can't really say much because basically his life is in that senator's hands. Because if he wants to, except that the senator is not really, he thinks he's Caesar, but he's not Caesar. But Caesar, maybe Caesar's in love with all of them, or no? Maybe.
Well,
maybe
the senator is in love with Gina Carano.
Right, but so is Jack Reacher guy.
Right, so that's the love triangle.
Oh my.
But maybe Caesar's, doing what Romans do and playing for the other team. But then what happens is, I'm just saying that happens.
You're just trying to piss Matt off at this point.
Yeah, them Romans, they like to put the rough sometimes.
So then what happens is he comes in and he's like, okay, this doesn't explain much though. So what is Caesar's role in this? Is he the one commanding the armies to go?
No. Okay, so like he's lying. He's lying to them. He's telling them that they can go if they fight off Hannibal. They
They'll
can
get their
freedom. But after in Act 3, maybe they have defeated Hannibal and they come back and Caesar slaps him back into the gladiator ring.
Okay, I got it. So Dean Cain, senator, gets betrayed. He's betrayed. He learns about his secret love for this gladiator, and so he pulls a King David thing, and he sends him in to become a gladiator. Right? He goes. He finds a way to. He finds a way to like say everybody that he's a traitor. He's been serving the enemy somehow, and so he makes him a gladiator. So he has to fight for his freedom, but he has no idea because he's not a gladiator. So now Jack Reacher guy has to teach him how to fight, even though he knows that they're both in love with the same woman.
Oh, because maybe the senator was kind of like, hey, you can't just lie to these people. And Caesar's kind of like, yeah, you're going with them.
Yeah. So then Jack Reacher guy, in the end, one of those guys has to die.
Well, they can be buddy.
So Caesar betrays the senator and takes away all his land and stuff and makes him a gladiator too.
Yeah. Now
expecting him to die, but little does he know that he's actually Superman.
Well, I'm just saying he is going to die, but because Venus loves him so much, and Jack Reacher's like, I can't just if it's important to you, it's important to me, and so he trains him. But he tells him in his ear when he tries to pick up a sword, he goes, when this is over, I will kill you. I will make you suffer for the heartache you've caused me. And she's like, what? He's like, nothing.
Okay, so what I got is I didn't hear any of that. Could you repeat it?
Right.
Okay.
So
that was me.
Dean Cain's getting betrayed by Caesar Salad. So he's like,
Caesar Salad changes. He doesn't free the gladiators after they defeat.
Yeah, and I got a new name for Caesar. It's Caesar Rufus Quintus Nero Segal Augustus the Fourth.
I don't think you're taking this seriously.
I'm taking this very seriously.
So what happens is he kind of strips him of all his land and properties, what Mike said, and he makes him a slave and turns him into a gladiator slave.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So now the problem is,
and he says, what we do in life echoes in eternity.
But then what happens is old girl's like, look though, he's gonna die. Jack Reacher, what's gonna happen if he goes there? We can't let him do it. And besides, he's the key to our freedom because if we can prove that's the other part. They
There you
believe
go.
in this guy. They believe in Dean Cain. They're not, but Rich is like, look, man.
Yeah,
no,
at
man,
first they think that Dean Cain betrayed them.
Right. But
And
at
then
the
he
center,
gets
he has
thrown
the
in
power.
as a gladiator, and they like want to kill him, but he's like, "What do you mean? No, I didn't. It wasn't me."
right? He manages to convince them, and so the first one to believe him is Venus,
Mm-hmm.
right? She believes him first,
Yeah,
and then
that's
convinces.
when he tells her what his actual plan was to free her so that he could marry her because he's loved her from the first time he saw her.
Oh,
Right
this is where
before he sold her into slavery.
this is where the Hallmark movie starts. So then Danica something comes in. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, what else I got? What else we got?
If we can't
I mean,
squeeze,
I feel like the next goal would be to get the senator freed so he can convince everybody to honor the promise that Caesar made.
Yeah, but you need an action scene here. You have to
Oh
have
no,
an
we got
action
lots of
scene.
action scenes. We still have to have them fighting Gary Busey.
Didn't they already beat the Hannibals, or?
Well, no,
or
it has to start before Hannibal invades Rome because that's like the inciting incident that says Caesar's going to free all of the gladiators if they fight for Rome, but to fight off the hordes.
So maybe in a different town, Gary Busey is disguised watching one of these gladiator matches. Like it's like going to see WWE. We could have like Vince McMahon could be the guy that announces everything, and look here, everybody, and he starts talking from Madison Square Garden. I mean, wherever here in Greece and Rome, and then he does. So he notices and sees that hey, who is this hot chiquita over here, right? So now he's digging on old girl too, huh?
Huh?
Hector wants to take. That's the thing. Hector wants her for himself because it'll make her a barbarian queen.
oh yeah,
If he wants the woman, he
Michael.
takes the woman.
dang, that's freaking awesome.
There's elephants already in this.
This is Gary Busey.
Hello, pants.
Steven Seagal. I gotta give him the goatee.
Oh wow, he's all neck.
He needs to be a little bit more bloated.
Does he have a goatee?
Give him some sunglasses. Give him some
Oh,
sunglasses.
that's better. That's a little bit
I
better.
don't, he doesn't have a goatee, Steven Seagal. That's good.
Wait, he absolutely has to have
He doesn't have a goatee. He's
his
Steven Seagal.
hair pasted back into
never had one.
a ponytail.
That's true.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I got
Unmistakable.
Dean Cain gets betrayed by Steven Seagal and becomes a gladiator. Everyone thinks Dean Cain betrays them except Gina Carano. Seagal frees all the gladiators to fight for Rome. Vince McMahon announces matches. Gary Busey is invading.
You got it backwards. Your notes are backwards. The inciting incident is them being freed, or the Hannibal invading northern Rome.
Okay.
Right?
The army's
And
already
then
gone.
That sets off the chain of events where Caesar, desperate for warriors, tells,
So how did Dean Cain become a gladiator when he's a senator?
Because Caesar salad was lying.
Following this.
He was lying about something. I'm not sure what he was lying about, but he was lying.
He didn't keep his word to free the gladiators after they beat Hannibal. And then he's kind of like, nope, I'm going to keep them. And then he's kind of like, but you can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell everybody you lied. And he's like, you're going in the pit.
That's right. That's right.
He
stands up to Caesar, and Caesar uses him as a what do you call it? An example.
Scapegoat?
You don't stand up to Caesar.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, but you got to have something to. Oh, okay. So you're saying that Dean Cain stands up to Caesar somehow and therefore gets turned into a gladiator.
Yes.
Right.
Okay,
'Cause
Gary
he would
Busey's
have-
invading.
yeah.
Dean Cain stands up to Caesar.
Stevens, Caesar.
Solid.
Notes. Okay.
Caesar
Cain,
It works when it comes to Seagal.
gladiator.
Steven Caesar salad.
Okay, so I get rid of that. Everyone thinks Dean Cain betrays them except Gina Carano. I'm missing the whole Dean betray thing.
Well, let's see.
He was
Because
the
Caesar
one that,
Salad accuses him of being a traitor, or for some
Maybe
reason.
like letting
Oh, that's
Hannibal
actually not
into
bad.
Rome. Yeah.
Dean Cain stands up to Caesar. Caesar
sends him
calls
into.
Dean
He
Cain
takes away.
a traitor.
Yeah. Takes away all his land and his property, so he can't be a senator anymore, and makes him a slave warrior. But he's not a warrior at all. He's a senator.
but he
Right.
just throws him because he's like it's like what they did to Maximus. They just thought he was a worthless guy, so they threw him in the ring, and then he turns out to be an awesome warrior. And that's what we can do with Dean Cain.
Mhm.
He kind of his comeuppance because he stands there and he says, "Are you not entertained?" And everyone is entertained, and they love him.
One of these days, if we can't squeeze it in to this one, we got to do a Dean Cain in a version of the Iron Mask, because they learn that he is Superman and he absorbs sunlight, but so they put an iron mask on his face.
I like that. Where
It's
were
a
you
lead-
earlier?
A lead
Sorry.
mask.
And-
Make it on next time.
all right,
Matt-
next time, write that down
Matt,
for later.
You missed several of these. We did 3 or 4 of these before.
Yeah.
I know.
You sound like you got
We'll
some fun
figure it out.
ideas though. That'll be great.
Yeah.
I really like how my drawing's coming along.
Excellent.
Let's see.
Okay, so Caesar
I don't
just
see
pulls
any
out of his
Dean
hat that Dean Cain betrays everybody, and everybody's mad. So he takes all his land away, turns him into a gladiator, and then they go fight some battles, and then
How about
hang on,
this?
they do some gladiator
Wait. No, they
matches.
turn him gladiator, but Gina Carano saves him from being killed in the ring.
Okay, everybody think. Okay, so Gina
Right.
Carano saves him.
What if Gina Carano trains him?
And then trains
then
him.
And then he goes to fight Jack Reacher, and Jack Reacher swears he's going to kill him, but because he was
Name's
trained
Alan
so well,
Rickman.
Alan Rickman trained so it's not going to kill Dean Cain, and Dean Cain says, he's like, he actually defeats him, but instead of killing him, he lets him live. So now he owes him his life, even though he's taken his love.
Oh, you mean Gina Carano?
Right, because Gina Carano trained Dean Cain, and that's how. And then she ends up falling in love with him in the training. But if this guy had just trained him,
okay, that's good. That's very good.
If Jack Reacher had trained him, he would have fallen in love with Dean Cain.
That's apparently how love works.
But because he didn't have the guts to do it, Gina Carano falls in love. But he's still in love with Gina Carano, and that's the problem, because so is Dean Cain. So Dean Cain welcomes it, and he's like, I will fight you to the death, but it doesn't work because she trained him so well.
Okay, Elliot, you're not taking this seriously.
No, this is good stuff. This is great stuff. While training
We're
him,
not
Gina,
having none of that homosexual stuff.
You are all, it's all.
No, that part was extra. I didn't need to offer that. That has nothing to do with it. But what are you talking about? The rest of that stuff is good. It's gold, man. It's gold.
No, yeah, it's good. It is good. Like he's thinking of the love and affection route.
Okay, so I got Gina Carano saves Dean Cain, trains to be a gladiator. While training him, Gina falls in love with Dean Cain. Then Reacher guy gets jealous. They battle to the death.
Oh, well, somehow or another, they need to kill Caesar.
Well, hang on and get to that
Well,
part.
but they still gotta overcome their internal conflict before they can take care of the external conflict.
Except they can't kill Caesar because they're not strong enough.
Because he's
no matter how hard they train.
Steven Seagal can't be killed.
So maybe Jack Reacher's like, you beat me. I'm not worthy. And then he says, "No, you are worthy. If we work together, we could defeat Caesar and reveal the truth about his lies."
Right.
Right?
And then they
And
can free
then-
everybody.
They do like Cannonball Special where Alan Rickman throws Dean Cain up into the stands where Caesar's watching.
Yeah, something like that.
Sure, let's go with that.
Okay, hang on. I got to get that one down. Okay, so
Uh-oh.
Preacher
You're
guy.
Cannonball Special now.
Preacher guy makes a pact with ACP with Dean Cain.
And then Jack Reacher sees Brie Larson and says, "You know, I really like those feet." And then she's like, "Really?" Because it turns out she never loved her because of her feet, and now she's got someone that cares about her despite her feet.
No one could defeat your feet in the gladiatorial.
Your
Well,
feet have
flashes
defeated
of
me.
happiness. That's great.
Your feet have defeated my heart.
It subdued my heart.
And then, so that's
There's
in
more.
that's in the stinger. That's at the end of the end credit scene. So,
Okay, hold that because I'm trying to get down the other stuff. So as the battle, Reacher guy throws Dean Cain at Steven Seagal.
at some point, we're not sure when that battle happens, but
Okay, so what was the thing about this at the very end, the stinger? What it is?
I'm saying that at the end of the credits, this guy's kind of depressed because he lost a girl. Yeah, he lost his girlfriend. He lost Gina Carano, but he bumps into this other gladiator, and she's got terrible feet, and then they fall in love. It's like, I've been defeated by your feet, and it's her.
First Reacher guy finds
True love.
Brie Larson. Here,
It's gotta be really true love because that
falls in love.
Well, she's the only one that can survive the retractable spiked flooring in the Coliseum.
I've lost all reason to your
she
big
saves
toe.
his life.
Yeah, there you go.
At the end, depressed Reacher guy finds Brie Larson, falls in love with her feet, and lives happily ever after.
Sure. So that way he gets somebody at the end. So it qualifies for a Hallmark viewing.
Okay.
All right, so now, go back to the other thing. So at this point, we've kind of lost contact with Caesar Salad. What's happening to that guy?
Right, we don't know.
What are you talking about?
Because he must, at some point, he's got to be like, I heard that there's an uprising amongst the ranks of the gladiators.
Oh, crap.
And now the three gladiators go fight?
I don't know. Maybe he sends some guys in to kill them in the night.
Maybe we sent Vince McMahon to go in and take him out.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute. What's that dude's name that Mike Tyson's promoter? They could team up.
Don King.
Don King.
Oh yeah. It's doing some King.
We could have Reacher guy and Dean Cain have Don King as their promoter.
There you go.
I'm not trying to add any more characters, but
if the glove fits, that's the wrong guy.
Same vibe.
You must have quit.
Same vibe. Different guy.
Then
give me a minute.
About,
give me a minute. I need to get up. I need to get a water. I'll be right back.
Okay, I guess I gotta think about this. Okay, so what do we got? We got Caesar Salad's upset. He sends in Vince McMahon with his fake mustache face that he's got now, and so he goes in there like, "I'm looking for somebody here who's gonna blah 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 blah." And he has a microphone. They don't have microphones yet. He's invented the microphone. I mean, he's just got a weird conch shell megaphone.
That's flawless.
I love
and
that.
then he's right, and then he's like, here, in this corner for a 10-minute time limit, only whatever scheduled for one fall, and then he busts out with no. So McMahon is like really big, and maybe he's got other guys with him. Maybe he's got like Hunter, his son-in-law, whatever. And they're gonna go have a big old thing, and his daughter's there too. She wants to fight too, because this is like a Scooby-Doo animated special with it when we have all the wrestlers.
Nice.
And the Undertaker's there, These are our
This
gladiators.
just gets better and better.
These are our gladiators.
Mhm.
You know, and the kids will love this because they're all into wrestling.
Oh.
But we need some masked marauder. We need some luchadores.
Do we want to get Jack
guys-
Black back in?
Crap.
Maybe there's some people from South America. They haven't discovered South America yet. They know that this is faraway land. And there's these guys, you know, Mexicanos, you know, defeat us. I don't know. Maybe that's where Brie Larson came from. She was one of them. She was one of those people.
Well, I
Right?
mean, that's kind of like Hannibal, right? Hannibal and his hordes.
I'm back.
So maybe we have some leftover Hannibal hordes guys who stuck around after the battle was lost.
Okay, so then that's Brie Larson. She's one of the hordes at her feet.
Yeah, she's
Her
a
feet
horde.
well, one of her feet's a general. The other one was a slacker. So
Dom DeLuise is Brutus.
yes.
Well, we already have a senator. We only need one senator.
Well, we need some other ones. We need some other
That's not how the
senators.
Senate works.
Well, back then they were just like always like.
Well,
like
this is a low budget production. We can only afford one senator.
What about a junior senator? A
They
junior
don't have to be on the screen at the same time.
So hang
Dean
on, let me
Cain's
add
playing somebody else. Dean Cain's also Brutus.
Brie Larson as one of Hannibal's troops.
Well, what if Brie Larson's another senator? There weren't a lot of female senators back then. But what if she's
I actually kind of like Brie Larson as one of Hannibal's troops.
okay?
His right hand woman.
Okay, so after Steven Seagal, after Steven Seagal frees all the gladiators to fight for Rome. Actually, we could make it such that Dean Cain gets thrown at Steven Seagal, and Steven Seagal, fearing his death, offers to free all the gladiators on one condition: that they fight for Rome against Hannibal.
No, that's.
No, I think Hannibal's already fought them.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna.
We got Hannibal invading.
Well, maybe the first invasion was like Brie Larson, and then she's like, "You don't know the rest of the army is coming," or something like that, and they're kind of like, "Oh, we're gonna need them back," and they're
Brie
kind of like,
Larson
"Oh,
was
yeah,
Hannibal's
right."
scout.
No,
Yeah,
Hannibal just sent Brie Larson. Period.
just
Take
Brie
out
Larson.
Rome. To take out Rome.
That's how powerful she is.
She's a force of nature. Those feet.
Yep, and they thought, "Ha, this is all." And they're kind of like, "No."
Although, you know, if we made it Jennifer Lawrence, that would be the first invasion of Hannibal, because Jennifer Lawrence would have been the first invasion of Rome, the first to invade Rome.
Oh,
You guys not get this?
Yeah, I
woman
got
to
it.
invade Rome. Yeah.
You guys
Okay,
you guys just don't like Brie Larson. You guys just dislike Brie Larson more.
Sorry, I don't think I know that movie.
Brie
I got it.
Larson is proverbially growing on me like a fungus. In this whole ordeal, I'm kind of coming around on her role in all of this.
Like a fungus, like a foot fungus.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So okay. So Brie Larson is one of his assassins.
Oh.
Who's Steven
Okay.
Seagal's Hannibal's
He
assassin?
was sent to assassinate
Caesar Salad. Yeah, but then Caesar Salad needs help, and he calls upon the former senator.
Oh
Dean
yeah,
Cain.
because they capture her and then they interrogate her, and that's how they find out that Hannibal is coming. And he's like, "Whoa, all of our troops are in Africa."
I'm like, yeah, but you don't think we didn't know that?
Yeah, we got elephants. What's an elephant?
I think we should have Dean Cain fight the assassin and defeat her.
Yeah. That way later on, Alan Richardson has mercy on her. And he's like, by the way, I like your feet, and that solves all those problems.
And Dean Cain came to stop the assassin.
I want you to know, I'm really trying to make this work. I want you to know that.
Bree Twinkle Toes Larson.
And then the Japanese warriors show up.
That's even better. Samurai
Samurai.
And then the Nazis.
suddenly appear.
The Nazis, they're not there yet. Well, maybe they are. A secret order.
So who the samurai, on which side did the samurai fall?
Good question.
Hannibal?
Are they enemies of Hannibal or are they tourists? No, I guess they
Tourists.
They're there to watch the gladiators and maybe, fight a couple rounds and take pictures.
Mike, I don't know enough Japanese lore. Give us a feasible reason why the Japanese are involved.
Why would the Japanese be involved?
Dude, this is Hollywood. We don't need a reason.
Had they been attacked by Hannibal at some point? Was there?
No, I think they want to tour the Roman monuments.
They're just there for like Xi Jinping. They just kind of like checking things out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's
why not. Okay.
No.
They're trying to secure some gunpowder. I don't know.
Yeah. So there's a good samurai scene there. You just need one.
They're trying to keep the Christians out.
You guys are trying to be way too logical with this.
I don't know.
Well, it keeps the thread going through things. Sometimes that can make it a little faster to figure out what you're doing.
I don't know.
Because I can imagine the part in there where I'd say, samurai suddenly appear as tourists touring the Roman monuments. There's no historical reason for this. We only put it in because it sounds cool. And then I'd move on.
There you go.
Maybe Hannibal had to cross that land for a bit to get some resources.
Hannibal crossed all of Asia and back just to get around the Alps.
Maybe he took the train.
He took a wrong turn at Albuquerque.
Oh, that's going in. Okay.
He took the Snowpiercer.
Yeah. He's like, oh man, we went the wrong way. Everybody back.
It got them some time.
They stopped for some sushi. Oh, I like this stuff.
Classic Bugs Bunny wrong turn.
Hannibal gets confused somewhere in Bosnia.
My geography's weak, so I'm sure I don't know what I'm talking about. So
crossing Asia.
Can Bree be a Japanese assassin instead?
Sure, why not?
And who?
Brie Larson.
She's not Japanese.
That doesn't matter, right? Because she's
a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Dean Cain is Japanese.
I know, that's why. And so Dean Cain's also not Roman. What's the problem here?
Oh, maybe it's. Wait a minute. Could there be someone of Japanese descent who's a Roman senator? Like, does he have family from Japan? And maybe that's where the Japanese family came from. But how would that happen? I feel like that's a lot more traveling than there would have been back then. Well, they could have taken.
How? Maybe Dean Cain used to be a blacksmith in another land.
Hey now. Now this becomes an anthology series.
Come on now.
Samurai suddenly appear to warn
Marco Ono.
Steven Seagal.
Right, that Hannibal's coming.
And to warn Steven Seagal of Busey.
It may have just been like a merchant, a Japanese merchant.
End up staying as tourists.
And we can have Watanabe play him.
As tourists touring the Roman monuments and taking pictures.
Watanabe.
Watanabe? It's a water knob. So then,
what's a nubby?
Then what happens is, so that's just an aside character. That's just so we can give Mike Miller a role. So then we come back to the normal story. Brie Larson's like, "Yo, I'm here to take you out," and then Caesar Sal's like, "I can fight you for my throne." And then
what?
Yeah, because he can fight from sitting down.
Because he can sit there. Yeah.
But then,
Aikido.
There you go.
But he realizes that she's too powerful, so he rings his royal bell and they're no more because the soldiers are because these are all the gladiators trying to fight Hector, right? So the captain says, "You, whatever your name is, Senator, you're next." And so he sends him up to help him, and he goes, "You." So maybe Brie Larson's about to kill Caesar Salad,
You don't
and
know?
then he lets him live, or does he? He takes the opportunity to kill Caesar Salad so he can save Rome.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
I
where we
have
are in the story anymore.
no idea what you just said.
I'm saying
Like
because
it,
Mike
I have
said
no idea what you said.
Mike said that the gladiators was what Caesar was using to fight against Hannibal.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he calls for help from his bodyguards. There's no soldiers there. They're just all these are gladiators. So he's called.
Yeah, he has Praetorian Guard.
So did he? Oh, he does have Praetorian Guard.
But yeah, Caesar would always have his Praetorian Guard.
So then So why does he? What does he need? Dean Cain.
Is just his Praetorian Guard is not going to be able to fight off the entire army of.
Maybe Caesar, to prove a point, beat up his Praetorian Guard using Aikido.
I am my own Praetorian Guard.
That's great. Okay, that's good. Caesar or Seagal gets rid of his Praetorian Guard.
Does it cost too much? Is the Praetorian Guard expensive?
No, he learns Aikido from the Japanese.
Oh, snap!
Snap, there you go.
He was just practicing from his throne?
Oh, maybe he hired them to like.
Yeah, he practiced sitting in his throne and doing it.
It's ancient Japanese techniques.
Learning throne style. Seagal gets rid of his Praetorian Guard immediately after learning throne style Aikido from the Japanese.
Throne food. No,
But Brie Larson, why does she beat him? And why is she a threat?
The power of the toe.
I don't know. You guys did Brie Larson, and I did have Brie Larson in here.
Yeah, I didn't have her in there
spy
either. She
Hannibal?
didn't belong.
That's
Someone
my
shoehorned her in.
I think she's one of the spies from Hannibal, so they can have a second fight later. Like she was the first thing that came on, and they said, "Okay, we beat their soldiers," and she's like, "No, I'm just the scout. When I don't come back, you're gonna send in everybody else." And then they're like, "Okay, now you definitely need to get the gladiators out there to fight this, and you can't lie to them about this twice." So, and then that could be what maybe makes them have to take everything but the senator before everybody else and go, "Yeah, but this time for real though." So maybe.
Oh, I don't know what you said.
Okay, we'll go with that.
I still say that Hannibal crosses all of Asia and invades Japan just to avoid the Alps.
And somehow will.
Chicken nugs. I got some chicken nugs.
Okay,
Nice.
so I don't know. I don't know. We've got a problem here. We've now developed a problem with Brie Larson.
Okay.
You love sushi,
Alright.
that's why I did it.
Unless she has magic toes.
She's just an extra. She's just another actress. This is a star-studded cast.
Can't
Okay.
you just be a female gladiator? Maybe.
Okay, if that fits the role, fine. That's okay.
No, we already got a female gladiator. We got Venus Carana.
You gotta have some. I know, but you gotta have somebody that she's.
She's got to end up in the
mortal
gladiator ring.
Mortal.
Along,
Yeah, she's gotta fight
along
somebody.
with Dean Cain. When people get the people who betray Caesar get thrown in the gladiator ring, she's one of them.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty easy, pretty simple.
Yeah. She's not a main character. She just plays that character.
And then she gets her feet cut off by Gina Carano.
You know,
Your
but
toes.
Or
Gina
she has them.
And she
bronzed.
gets her feet cut off by Dina Carano, and when she's slowly dying, bleeding out, she goes, "Freedom."
Exactly. Freedom.
I think it's nicer if she ends up being the true love for the other guy.
I don't know. I think you guys are going. I think you guys aren't taking this seriously.
Well, maybe after she gets her feet cut off, she finds true love.
Okay.
That's true.
Like
'cause now she doesn't have
maybe
ugly feet.
someone like loved her but was completely disgusted by her feet, and then
It was a
she has her feet
sculptor.
chopped off. They're like, I can love you
Someone
now.
takes care of her.
It's a sculptor who makes her a new set of feet. Perfect feet.
Isaac.
So it's like a marble, like
out of
cyber-
wood.
Nacho Libre is a sculptor.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I like that.
He has like a ghost scene, that scene in Ghost where he's just meticulously, sexually sculpting feet onto clay, out of clay.
That would be really hard to do with the potter's wheel, though.
Whoa! You saying that he's Hephaestus or the Roman version of Hephaestus?
Maybe. If he sculpted toes.
Oh.
Or we could just avoid Brie Larson altogether and throw her in at the very end.
Yeah, she just be a little camp.
Just deal with it, man. Just deal with it.
These too many
So-
subplots.
I feel like there's a lot going on here. The beginning is there's the senator. All right, so Caesar promises the gladiators freedom if they fight the bad guys from the north. They do. Caesar goes back on his word and throws them back in the gladiatorial ring. The senator goes, "That's very wrong. I'm going to tell everybody you lied about that." He said, "Yeah, I'm going to tell everybody you sold us out to the enemies from the north and throw you into the gladiatorial ring." They end up getting together he ends up being trained by Gina Carano, who believes him when he says what's going on, because he's like, "Hey, you're okay, you're a senator guy. That didn't just happen." And they already know the emperor's a liar, so she's like, "Okay, we'll go with that, and then maybe we can figure out how to get you out." And then there's gladiator battles, and I suppose at some point the goal is to get all the gladiators out and fight Gary Busey again. Or Caesar. I'm trying to figure out, when does the movie stop?
Where does it stop? Caesar dies.
Okay, so then the enemies from the north are the first act, and then fighting Caesar is the
Caesar
last
dies. Alan Rickman dies, and then Gina Carano ends
one.
up.
Alan Rickman marries Brie Larson.
Why does Jack Reacher die?
Because he dies saving Gina Carano, only to be betrayed because Gina Carano's in love with Dean Cain.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah, but
later,
we can't. At the end, we can't have depressed Reacher guy find Brie Larson and fall in love with her feet.
Right, we're trying to preserve that.
Well, yeah, everybody should have a happy ending.
Mike, where have you been? We covered this 2 hours ago.
Let's take a look at the chat.
Well, ask the chat then. Ask the chat. What do they want to see?
Yes, Alpha Proto. Steven Seagal is Caesar.
Oh, that's right.
Well, then what does that have to do with what we're drawing?
Oh,
Knowing that he was going.
I'm working on it.
To a dark end. In his last act, he sends out a pigeon communique, and the only way to stop Seagal or Caesar Salad is to call in the old wise master, Chuckus Norris.
I'm good with that.
Chuckus Norris.
I'm gonna see how hard I can make Jeff's job be.
Roundhouse Kickus. Roundius Houses.
Roundhouse
Involving horse slams.
Magnus or something like that. Okay, so.
All right. Do we have a story here or not?
Oh,
we've got the beginnings of a story.
Right.
We have a train wreck.
Yeah.
You haven't helped at all,
No,
Matt.
that was the other one.
I've washed my hands of this.
Okay. Matt is the Pontius Pilate character. He washes his hands of the whole thing.
Yes, I've washed my hands. I have a bowl of water right here.
Why aren't you interested in helping out with this magnum opus?
Can it be helped?
Okay.
Are you kidding, dude? This
I
is
think
how
the-
stories are made.
I think the beginning part's pretty strong. The problem of the lie getting exposed
Right.
and being sold out to become a gladiator. I think that's solid. I think he being trained by Gina Carano, I think is solid because nobody else would train him because everybody hates him. So she has
Right,
compassion
because
on
they
him.
blame him because he's the one that delivered the news that they were all going to be freed by Caesar.
And she
So
was
they
former
all
MMA.
the gladiators, not just those two, all the gladiators think that he's.
See, I told
one
you
that
there was some goodness there.
Mm-hmm.
Then, but the problem is that while she's falling in love with him, he's already in love with her, and now Jack Reacher's like, whoa, that's my girl, right?
But she never got the note.
But maybe they were like you don't understand. We're just friends in gladiator games.
She says, "I was only using you for your body."
I was using you because you were player 1, I was player 3 against the Ninja Turtles and Shredder. But we're good. And he's like, "Oh, I thought we were more than that. You led me on." And so he fights Dean Cain to kind of do the whole, I'm you don't understand. I'm Jack Reacher. And then
That's it.
But the problem is Dean Cain really learned a lot from Gina Carano, and he beats him by a hair because we got to make it interesting. By a hair, but he's like, yield, yield, and then he's like, I yield. Da, da. And everybody's like, kill him, and he says, no, I will not. And then he gives his speech about what we have to do to fight Caesar because he made these promises that whatever, it wasn't me. You're killing the messenger.
You know, I think we should probably just have Steven Seagal flee to Russia.
Okay.
What? Why? I understand. Did I offend you or something?
Where he becomes an action star. I'm putting that one in.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess if you have a bunch of angry gladiators running at you, that's certainly an option.
Fearing for his life, Caesar flees to Russia, where he ends up being an action movie
Is this
star.
at the end of the movie?
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. That doesn't. We want him to die. It's very important that Steven Seagal dies.
Why does he need to die?
I think you want him to die.
I do.
That's the only reason Matt's washing his hands because we're gonna kill Caesar.
Yeah, okay. So he ends up being an action movie star, getting
Paid
in what's a good Russian food?
Pierogi.
Borscht?
Smashed chicken.
Baklava.
Baklava. It's Greek.
Oh, my
Getting
bad.
paid in pierogies.
Okay. Well, yeah. Have you ever had a really good pierogi? It's
Russian dumplings.
Ooh, 53.
I like pierogies.
I actually went to a
How
Russian
many?
restaurant.
Pelmeni.
Ooh.
Pelmeni and vodka.
Let's see.
And then he chokes on it.
No, he's not going to die. He's just going to vanish.
Who?
Oh, my bad.
You trying to keep this open as sequels?
Yes, because
Wait, are you keeping Steven Seagal alive?
That's
Yes.
what he's trying to do. I don't
Yeah,
know why.
we want Matt coming back.
Oh. But then the sequel would be like, the revenge of Caesar salad.
Caesar Seagal, yes.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah,
you can kill him off.
Caesar Rufus Quintus
Matt's
Nero
voice.
Seagal Augustus the Fourth revenge.
Go ahead. Kill him off. See if I care.
The revenge of Caesar Rufus
He
Quintus Nero
might be a
Seagal.
mercy killing at this point.
Steven Seagal is so strong, you can kill him off in the script and he'll still come back alive.
It's in his contract that he can't stay dead.
Then Chuck Norris. At the end, Chuck
Executive.
Norris meets him, and then that's the end of him.
If
in the
an
second film.
executive
Okay, we got too many action
decision
guys
to
in this.
survive that fall from the jet.
That's in the second movie. Chuck Norris shows up in the second movie.
Chuck Norris shows up as the love child of Venus Karanis and what was his name? Gaius Sistoro Magnus.
He's an old guy. He's like, hey, I want revenge. Poor Chuck Norris. He's still working out with the sliding machine.
Hey, he's in a new action movie and he's 80 years old.
Who?
He should stop.
Chuck Norris.
That's a bad idea.
He just did a new action movie. I
Is
just
he
saw
80?
Yeah, he's 80.
Good for him.
Not good for us.
The producer said he couldn't be in an action movie because he was 80, and he roundhouse kicked him out of the movie.
Yep. You don't argue with somebody once they roundhouse kick you out of a movie. You just kind of step back after that.
And then his depends exploded from the velocity of the kick.
I like Samuel Proctor's comment there.
Yeah, it's Caesar Seagal. Oh, this one? Matt has a clear conscience. He can leave this stream knowing he hasn't committed war crimes of the mind. Someone needs to send this to Alan Rickman.
He's not going to care. He's dead.
No, Alan Rickman. Wait, which one's Alan Rickman again? That's I'm thinking of someone else. Sorry.
It's the guy from Die Hard, right?
Yeah.
Is it him? Yeah.
I just
He's
keep
also
saying
the-
it's the bug, Kevin.
Galaxy Quest.
He's also the yes. He's also the guy from Slytherin. Potter.
From what?
He was in Harry Potter. He was the head guy from Slytherin.
Oh, I've never seen those movies.
Alan Rickman, yeah. Well, they weren't made in the 80s, so I can understand why.
Yeah, I wasn't a little kid when those movies came out, so I never watched them.
All right, do we have a story or no? What's going on?
He cried at the end of Half-Blood Prince.
I did.
Yes,
Executive decision when Seagal went off the airplane. I think I shed a tear or two.
That's what he says in this movie. He says, "I'm making an executive decision about Rome," and then we're supposed to go, "Oh yeah, that's cool. He did an Easter egg."
Yeah, and then he does something to save Rome at the last minute.
And he looks at Dean Cain, and goes, "You're marked for death." And
No, he's about to kill Dean Cain, but he realizes true love, and he just gives his life.
What?
Wait, what?
What? He's
True
a bad guy.
He lets Dean Cain strike him down because he realizes the woman doesn't love him; she loves Dean. So he's lowers his guard.
No, he doesn't have any love interests.
I was just going to have him go to Russia to make action movies.
That
leaves us open for a sequel.
I think if he went to Russia, he should
An action
probably
movie.
start teaching Stanislavski method or something.
I don't appreciate you not taking this seriously.
I think that's pretty good. It becomes
Who, Matt or me?
Method
You.
actor teacher.
Matt has given up on this whole endeavor.
I thought I gave some good ideas here. This is like gold.
All right, what do you guys think?
I like
think it
that.
looks
I like
good.
that. That Gary Busey face is awesome.
Oh crap!
Wow.
Even Seagal, man. I tell you what.
Yeah, squinty. Call him Squinty as Maximus.
Yeah, it's like
It-
he
it was-
actually sees.
It would look like him if he was 100 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
I'm curious though why you put Alan Richardson in the foreground.
What?
'Cause
Why
he's
not?
the gladiator?
Because he's not
Yeah.
even the star of the movie. So far,
you talking
it's been Dean Cain.
Well, we've got the two
Well,
gladiators.
because
up
I
front.
started drawing this before we sidelined him.
Well, put Dean Cain's
Dean
face
Cain's
on that
head
guy.
on his body.
Well, he's still a senator, though, at the beginning of the movie.
That's true. That's true. Now he is a focal point of the love triangle, so that's good.
That's right.
All right, so and he's wearing weird pants. So I like what this story is telling me in the image. I also like how Steven Seagal looks like somebody from one of your books, the ma'am one.
What?
Huh?
Huh? What?
What? I don't know.
Who? Holiday Hoobie Whatty?
There you go.
All right, so we got elephants there for no reason. We got
The elephants are
are
for
good.
Hannibal, dude. Hannibal crosses the Alps
all
with
right.
the elephant.
Relax, bro. Relax, bro. It's just an
Don't say
elephant.
it's not for any reason.
There is no death of elephants in this drawing. Animals are
Well, it
hurt.
has
when
a
they make those
regular
I
art.
mean, I don't even think we've got Hannibal invading at any point. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. We don't have they're not doing anything. We got to give them something to do. Like, is Hannibal? That's why I wanted him to send some sort of assassin to kill Caesar. That way, it made sense that and then if it was Brie Larson, then you can have a great action scene between Gina Carano and Brie Larson and finally defeat her Marvel foe, and then you can have one of the Vince McMahon or whatever the other guys were to help to also trying to attack Caesar, and Dean Cain saves Caesar and then defeats and kills Caesar for his lies, and then faces off against Hannibal and says, "I've always wanted to fight you. You are more formidable." He says, "Giant
well,
mouth."
if you do that, Dean Cain would have to die because nobody can kill Gary Busey but Gary Busey.
So Dean Cain shows him a mirror, and he goes, "Ah!"
Mirror shield.
Look at my budget for pictures is pretty low, guys.
All it was was a mirror, like from Clash of the Titans. It shows the Medusa, but instead of Medusa, it's got Gary Busey's face.
There you go.
Oh crap!
I'm just thinking that's some gold mining there that can happen.
Opie stock. Let's see what I can.
There's a lot to this story.
It is. I think it sounds exciting.
Make it better, Mike. Make it better.
Oh crap! I can't look.
It'd be kind of hard to improve.
Well,
I think we're doing great.
Is this funny? Is this funny that you started off with this blacksmith story as an example, and we gave you something that actually kind of is going along the same lines, and now everybody's upset about it. I understand. What's wrong with the story?
Doing good.
What, me?
No, Mike.
Well, I mean,
Mike's always upset.
Because I'm trying to create something of value here.
Sure. And we have the Roman senator and all this internal interest with him trying to free all the gladiators because they were promised their freedom, and then there was treachery, and now he's having to fight for his freedom and their freedom. I feel like there's a lot of cool stuff going on.
There's definitely some cool stuff going on. I don't think we have a complete I like the question of where's Hannibal in all this.
Yeah.
Maybe Hannibal's not
you
really.
guys skipped that whole part.
See,
You guys ran off with all your little tangents, and you forgot that
No, we
Hannibal
didn't.
is invading Rome.
Well, halfway through the movie, Hannibal is invading Japan. So, I mean, we got a lot of room to work with because he's got to turn around and come back.
I'm ending this stream.
Oh crap!
Just saying. I'm just saying. What else? What are we missing, Mike? Make it better. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Hannibal is invading
more
Rome.
magic?
Right?
Okay.
You could even start the movie with Hannibal crossing the Alps, right? And sending Brie Larson in as a spy. And then you cut into a gladiator fight featuring our key characters.
Right.
But you also have Dean Cain there watching the fight, saying to a fellow senator how he's in love with Gina Carano and he's planning on buying her freedom for her so that he can marry her. Right? So you set up all of the elements of the story in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
and then you have, the spy being captured, and then brought before Caesar, tortured, having her toes broken, so then it makes it look like there's a reason why her toes look like that. And then she gives up the information that Hannibal is at the gates, and Caesar says, I only have however many people in my Praetorian Guard. We need more people. And then Dean Cain's there in the Senate, and he says, Lord, Caesar, why don't we offer freedom to the gladiators if they will fight for Rome? And this is like his out for getting his, his girlfriend, his beloved, the one he's in love with, her freedom, right? And so that sets in motion. They are all freed. They join up with the Praetorian, and they fend off Hannibal at the gates of Rome, right? And then they all come back with the victorious march into town, and Caesar has the Praetorian Guard turn on the gladiators and recapture them and put them back into slavery. And then Dean Cain stands up against Caesar and he says, you can't do this. You promised it, and blah, blah, blah. I'm in love with Gina Carano. And then Caesar says, you love her so much, you can join her, and kicks her, and he gets sent to the slave thing. But he's the one that told them all that they were going to be free anyways. He's the one that delivered the promise that gave them their promise of freedom. So all of the gladiators hate him and want him killed. But Gina Carano knows the truth about him, and she does love him in a way. And so she fights off to protect him. Alan Rickman is in love with her, so he just takes her side, and then they create this sort of bond where they're protecting each other from that, and then somehow or another, then that leads into the conflict with Caesar, where somehow or another we have to get Alan Rickman to throw Dean Cain up into Caesar's box and kill him.
Okay. And once we do that, does that mean everybody gets free now, or that the senator gets to fix everything?
Dean Cain becomes Caesar.
Okay. There you go.
And frees all the gladiators and all the slaves in Rome.
Yay! All right.
And then the senators assassinate him for freeing all the slaves.
I honestly feel like you just added the beginning to our
No,
story.
they put him in a freaking iron mask.
Because your story didn't have a beginning. You guys kept skipping over the whole Hannibal invasion.
I know, because that was your job to figure out. You did it. Good job.
I wasn't sure there was going to be a second Hannibal invasion or how that was going to work. But so the first act, the exciting incident is a Hannibal thing. Halfway through the movie, I'm guessing they take out Hannibal, and then the rest of it is, okay, now you're in the gladiator pit. You have to get out, and then you have to take out Caesar, and then...
Actually, what you can do for the final battle is actually have now that you can have the Spartacus uprising. You can have all the gladiators rising up against the Praetorian Guard and killing them all, and that's how they finally get to Caesar. Not really, you don't throw them up in the thing, but they actually do have to take out the Praetorian Guard in order to exact their revenge on Caesar.
Well, that would probably be reasonable, since they had to get the gladiators to fight the army, and they didn't think the guard was enough. So yeah, they probably could take out the Praetorian Guard.
Good job, Mike. Thanks for joining the party.
Well, I was just sitting here pulling my hair out while you guys were just ripping.
Well, you didn't say anything. I'm trying to figure out the internal relationship between these characters to figure out why they're fighting each other.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
and
they
I
didn't
like
need
that.
two leading men.
Okay. Well, I fixed it for you.
You asked for the love triangle, not me.
I demand a love triangle.
I demand the love. Oh yeah, how do we conclude the love triangle again? Or do you want me to fix that too?
I already did.
Dean Cain ends up marrying Gina Carano, and the gladiator ends up marrying the spy.
I told you, Dean Cain defeated Jack Reacher, and then and Dean Cain let him live, so now he was indebted to him. So now
when is this fight?
This is during his training, because Dean Cain's just a senator. He doesn't have no real training. He knows how to talk, but he can't do nothing else. He can't defend himself. That's why he gets trained by Gina Carano. So this way, you solve the problem of the guy. He has to back off because he got bested by Dean Cain under the tutelage of Gina Carano. So now, he's ashamed of that. And then later on, he gets a girl anyway because he finds old girl after she's walking around with no feet.
Aw, he can take care of her.
Okay, here's what I got. Gary Busey is invading. Dean Cain suggests giving slaves their freedom. Seagal takes him up on it and frees the slaves. Slaves fight Hannibal and defeat him. Hannibal retreats. Caesar then goes back on his promise, enslaves the gladiators, and then blames treachery on Dean Cain. Caesar calls Dean Cain a traitor. Everyone immediately believes him. Caesar takes away land, money, and makes him a gladiator. Cain becomes a gladiator. No one trusts him because he promised all the gladiators their freedom. Reacher Guy battles Dean Cain. Gina Carano saves Dean Cain and trains him to be a gladiator. While training him, Gina falls in love with Dean Cain. The Reacher Guy gets jealous. They battle to the death. Both survive for some reason. To make peace, the Reacher Guy makes a pact with Dean Cain to fight and expose Seagal's lies. As they battle, Reacher Guy throws Dean Cain at Steven Seagal.
No, because then we don't get the whole fight with the Praetorian Guard.
So they have to fight.
That's the beginning of the fight. Unless that is the what starts the war against the Praetorian Guard. Like this will be my signal. When I throw Dean Cain at Caesar, everyone who fights the Praetorian Guard.
That one I gotta write down.
Can you see this little Japanese man flying in the air?
Reacher Guy uses throwing Dean Cain at.
We gave you all the parts, Mike. That's all.
Here as a signal to start a Spartacus-like revolt. Okay.
Comics Bear says, this is the novel you are meant to write, Jeff.
In the meantime, Hannibal regroups and decides to strike out across Asia.
That's going to happen anyway, I see.
Invade Japan.
I think he's writing the sequel.
And use that as a base to attack Rome.
He goes to Japan and he discovers Dean Cain's identical twin.
And Santa.
You know, that's tempting. Because now we can get Dean Cain in there twice. And I can get Dean Cain in a kimono.
Whoa!
Sharp.
And use that as the
Kevin, why'd you? I was trying to show the thing, and then you moved it to the other thing.
From Japan.
Doesn't it look great?
After discovering Dean Cain's identical twin in Japan.
Do you type as slow as you talk?
I have two infected fingers. I'm typing with like two
fingers.
No.
I'm so sorry.
I feel your pain. I've got a broken finger too.
He types like I talk.
After discovering Dean Cain's identical twin in Japan, Hannibal.
I was gonna say, if you type that slow, man, it'd take you years to write something.
Oh no, I type a lot faster than this.
Hello, not a woman.
That's how I type. Cack.
Matt Costin is still working on last week's art because he doesn't want to do this week's art. He's mad.
Strikes out.
I throwing all those characters in one shot.
Yeah.
I would be drawing as fast as that Jeff is typing.
You see my He-Man art that does that same thing? I drew that, but it took me a couple days to draw.
Looks gorgeous.
He-Man?
What's today's theme?
He-Man.
Jeff,
It's
would you
the
like to tell?
story time. Well, here we go. It's recap time.
Recap time.
Okay, recap. Okay, so we're doing a Dean Cain, Reacher Guy, Gina Carano historical action adventure, which is based kind of around Gladiator. Okay, so Steven Seagal is Caesar Rufus Quintus Nero Seagal Augustus IV. Gary Busey's
There's been
Hannibal.
3 others.
Dean Cain is Senator Gaius Historio Magnus. The Reacher guy is a gladiator named Pectorals Maximus. Gina Carano is also a gladiator named Venus Caranus. And Brie Larson is, well, we haven't figured out Brie Larson yet. Anyways, so Gary Busey, or excuse me, Hannibal is invading Rome, crossing the Alps.
That sounds so derivative.
Historical dramas tend to be.
This is just the first freaking sentence, okay? Senator Dean Cain suggests giving the slaves their freedom, and Caesar Seagal takes him up on it and frees the slaves. The slaves go fight Hannibal and defeat him. As he crosses the Alps, Hannibal retreats. Caesar then goes back on his promise, enslaves the gladiators, and then blames the treachery on Dean Cain. Caesar calls Dean Cain a traitor, and everyone immediately believes him for some reason. Caesar takes away his land, money, and makes him a gladiator. Cain becomes a gladiator. No one trusts him because he promised all the gladiators their freedom. Reacher guy is so mad at him he decides to battle and kill Dean Cain. Gina Carano jumps in, saves Dean Cain, and decides to train him to be a gladiator. While training him, Gina falls in love with Dean Cain. Then Reacher guy gets jealous. He goes to battle Dean Cain to the death, but both survive. To make peace with Reacher Guy, Reacher Guy makes a pact with Dean Cain to fight to expose Seagal's lies. As they battle, in the next battle that they're in, Reacher Guy they have this plan where Reacher Guy is going to throw Dean Cain at Steven Seagal. I love that part. Reacher Guy uses, and in doing so, uses throwing Dean Cain at Caesar as a signal to start a Spartacus-like revolt. In the meantime, Hannibal regroups and decides to strike out across Asia, invade Japan, and use that as a base to attack Rome. After discovering Dean Cain's identical twin in Japan, which we haven't figured out exactly what we're going to do with that yet, Hannibal strikes out to sneak attack Rome all the way across Asia.
Now, is this the Hannibal from like Hannibal Lecter or the Hannibal from the A-Team?
You missed the first part of the show, I think.
I love it when a plan comes together. Anyways, Hannibal gets confused somewhere in Bosnia.
I'm confused all the time.
And I need to take that out. Okay. Samurai suddenly appear to warn Steven Seagal of Hannibal's approach. They end up staying as tourists, and they tour the Roman monuments and take pictures. Steven Seagal gets rid of his Praetorian immediately after learning throne style Aikido from the Japanese.
Who invented the camera?
What was that?
What?
Who invented the camera?
This
Nikon?
is historical.
I got you.
Why does Busey have a helmet like Loki?
Maybe
What?
when they took pictures, they used papyrus and pen.
Well,
Could happen. Anyway,
Wait,
Steven Seagal.
why does he have a helmet like Loki? It's just a horned helmet.
Very big horns.
So,
He's that big.
Like Loki.
you hear me criticizing your work?
No, I
Wow.
just asked you why he has this. I thought it was a Loki joke for some reason. Thanks,
Maybe-
Mike. Little touchy there.
Because it's like the elephant tusks, right?
It's because Mike is mad that Mike's mad that he came up with this the rest of the story after we did all the heavy lifting.
Anyways, a
Want
bunch
to
of
make
stuff
a good
happens.
story? Is it so hard?
I thought there was maybe a funny story behind it.
Okay, anyways, after this happened, fearing for his life, Caesar flees Russia, where he ends up being an action movie star, getting paid in pelmeni and vodka. And then we've got something at the end where a depressed Reacher guy finds Brie Larson, falls in love with her feet, and lives happily ever after.
Yeah, that's a stinger.
No,
you
here's
go.
what happens is like, remember how she was tortured and her toes were all busted up? And then, so what we do is like in the beginning, you make it that Hannibal, like her feet were like the most gorgeous feet on earth, right? So she was like very, very proud of it, and like she could seduce men with her feet alone.
So we're
And
using a fake a foot model, right?
yeah, you're
For that.
using a foot model for Brie Larson. And then when
Foot
she
double.
gets to Rome and she's trying to seduce Caesar with her feet, turns out he's a hand guy, right? So he doesn't care about her feet. Hey, please follow along, right? So he tortures her psychologically by breaking her toes into the shape they are now. And so now that her feet are broken, she's a broken woman. She doesn't think anyone can ever love her again because of how disgusting her feet are. But at the very end of the story, when we see Alan Rickman pick her up from the disheveled, whatever refuse where she's been begging for food and begging people to, whatever, to survive, he picks her up and carries her off, and she says, why do you love me? And then she he looks down, and her gaze follows her eyes down to his feet, and his toes are all messed up too.
Or we can
I like
just
that.
have the Reacher guy have a fetish.
You got to mess everything up, Jeff.
Yes.
I like the idea that maybe she says, if you don't like my feet, that's okay, because these feet weren't for you. This weren't made for you. This was made for women. And then,
Oh, I think it's nice that they find each other. That's great. It's a happy ending for everybody.
but he accepts it because he's
That's like
he's a male
the
feminist.
last scene where like he's carrying her, and then they look down at his feet, and then she smiles and rests her head on his massive shoulders, and he smirks, and they walk off into the sunset.
Okay. So
Thanks, Jeff, for getting through that.
Dean.
Cain becomes so immediately takes away. Okay.
Andy Hayes says this should be the plot for Gladiator 2. I agree.
In the meantime,
Comics Bear says this is the best Gladiator since Gladiator.
There you go.
This is the only gladiator since Gladiator.
in the meantime, Hannibal sends a spy to seduce. Hang on.
And he says that she's got the feet that launched 1,000 ships.
That's quite a kick.
Wow.
Launched 1,000 ships.
Now the trick is the foot model who's going to have the most beautiful feet.
Not too fast. I'm still trying to put some of this together. It's coming at me from all
right.
directions.
You don't listen to me anyways, Jeff.
Yeah, I do. I'm putting this in because this is good. Because Hannibal, while he's sitting in Japan, starts scheming about how he's going to get Rome, and then he finds Brie Larson and sends her to seduce Caesar with her feet.
Maybe you should have him go to China instead, and then he sees the Chinese women binding their feet, and it like triggers him.
No. We got samurai coming to show up. People know what samurai are. They're not going to know Chinese.
That's right.
I mean, and how's he going to find Dean Cain's identical twin there? Is Dean Cain Chinese?
Fair enough.
Okay, so it's Japan. Come on, use some logic here. And I'm
Fair
pretty
enough.
sure this is all historically accurate too.
Well, I was trying.
Sends a spy, Brie Larson.
It's the realism that sells it.
Well, if we have to make some edits in post, that's okay.
That looks good,
Just
Mike.
try and get everything, kind of down and get some stuff working.
Declares that she has.
Weldon, you got anything to add?
I
Peanut
have.
butter?
I know you're at death's door, but thank you for showing me.
Oh, bless your heart.
I gave all I could give in those first couple of minutes.
Did you get the COVID?
No, I got.
Give it all, but I guess I just.
If you want to look at my drawing, I'll show you what I got.
Love to see your drawing.
I'd love to see.
I love to see your drawings.
I got the most beautiful fetuses.
Oh my gosh, you literally did it?
Did
Of
what?
course he did.
But you were drawing something else. When did you freaking do this?
Just in the
Yeah.
last couple minutes. You told me to get my button gear, so I did, and I got a lot more to go.
I
Actually,
told you to get your button gear? I hate you. Oh my god.
I wanted to give him a
That looks
mace too.
Elliot, could you send Weldon a letter bomb?
Yeah, with full of love and hearts and stuff. Yeah, for sure.
There you go.
Not a love bomb.
I don't know if I want to do like a Roman city back there, but
Of course. Just throw in a
Oh,
Roman
my goodness.
city.
I don't know if I want to do it. Yeah.
That was good, man. That's some grass. That looks real nice there, bro.
That's a razzle dazzle right there.
Hey, look good, bro. That look good right there, bro.
So
Hey, bro.
I really wanted to get like a good Gina Carano in here, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to work it out.
I don't know. I
look,
love
you got
that you
the
put
helmet.
Brie Larson's feet, but she has nice feet.
Well,
So
you
that's-
said that she had nice feet to begin
At the
with.
beginning of the story. That's
Yeah,
right.
this is the prequel poster.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have Busey screaming "Point Break."
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Got a couple other ideas. I might switch. I might throw this one out. I just had to get warmed up so I could hear the story for a while, and then the inspiration manifests itself.
There you go. Once you get a feel for it, then it's just boop, boop, boop.
Okay, so in the meantime, Hannibal. Okay, this is for all Hannibals in Japan. Okay, this is going to be good. In the meantime, Hannibal sends a spy, Brie Larson, to seduce Caesar with her feet. He declares that she has the feet that launch 1,000 ships.
No,
and
no,
that
no,
Caesar
no,
will,
no,
yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
no. You're messing up the whole thing.
I think this is
Brie
at the very
Larson was
beginning.
sent in the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is like he's launching his plan from the beginning, I think.
Yeah, that makes no sense because we have Hannibal retreating after being beaten. So why would he send her in the beginning when he's going to attack him anyways? That makes no sense.
Why would you send a spy to scout out your?
No, an assassin.
Well,
Well,
that's
I
because
didn't say she was an assassin.
we said she was an assassin early on,
You
but
don't
Mike changed it. Mike changed it.
Okay, well then she can be a spy. Or an assassin. Or both, maybe.
A spy,
Like a spy, but if she gets the chance,
a spy who's also a scout. and an assassin.
maybe?
She was the spy who loved me.
Because that was what triggered him finding out that he needed to put an army together to bounce his. Because otherwise, Hannibal would have rolled in with no resistance.
Right.
He would have. I think they.
You're
would've
messing
known.
it up, Jeff.
No.
Yes.
He would have known. He would have known. He would have had spies in Hannibal land.
Hannibal land?
Did you seriously just say Hannibal land?
What the heck is Hannibal land? I want to go there now.
Anyway, so she sends her to seduce Caesar with their feet. You're the one who came up with the whole seducing Caesar.
That's true.
Yeah.
He declares that. Or what is it? Hannibal declares she has the feet that launch 1,000 ships, and that Caesar will melt like butter after seeing her feet. Then we go into Cain becomes a gladiator. No one trusts him because they promised all this stuff. Gina Carano saves Dean Cain. The whole battle back and forth, and then to make peace. They battle to the death. Both survive for some reason. In the meantime, Brie Larson finally meets Caesar and tries to seduce him by wearing open-toed sandals. Unfortunately, she discovers Caesar has a hand fetish. Caesar, aware now of Brie Larson's plot, has her arrested by his Praetorian Guard and made into a gladiator as well. And then this is how Reacher Guy and
Now,
Brie Larson
arrested
meet.
and then tortured. Remember, she has to be tortured in order to get the information and find out who sent her, and that Hannibal did. And then Hannibal's at the gates, and he's gonna come and kill you because he's got all these people and elephants.
Okay.
And Caesar says, "What the hell's
Now
an
we're
elephant?"
has her arrested by the Praetorian Guard, tortured. One word.
Toes broken. Don't forget the toes broken. The beautiful feet were destroyed.
I was just gonna show leave the feet alone, because down here we would have Reacher Guy having an ugly toe fetish.
That's gross.
But it's quicker.
No, but then you lose the whole end scene that I
And
set up.
it
perfectly.
saves on the effects budget.
You don't need an effects budget.
Yeah, you do. Torture scenes need an effects budget.
Well, you can
Blood.
just like
It's
say
Brie Larson. We
that-
could just actually torture her.
I mean, you could just like be like, and then it's a sad thing, and you're like, oh no, and then later on she's sitting there begging, and her little feet are all bound up, and this guy has sandals, and you don't realize, oh hey, he's got
Yeah,
some
you
open.
can do all that stuff off camera. Just
Yeah.
just like kind of like in what's that movie, Misery?
Oh crap!
Right, you put her feet up there, except for you don't have to show the foot actually getting whacked. You just show the blacksmith working on her feet off camera.
Okay, tortured, her toes broken.
Poor little toes.
Broken, parentheses, subject to change.
Hey.
And made it into a gladiator as well.
Maybe she's studying Aikido and can fight sitting down too.
Okay, so we almost got this all tied up.
Yeah.
Samurai appear to warn Steven Seagal. I'm going to put it as
What?
warn.
I
Warn
don't
Steven
understand
Seagal
samurais.
of Busey's approach. You're the one who wanted frickin' Dean Cain to them to find Dean Cain's identical twin.
That was a
in
joke.
Japan. Oh, too late. It's in the script now.
No revisions.
That'll show you making jokes while writing the script.
I'm gonna put this to a vote.
Yeah, you'll probably lose.
Ooh.
Hey,
The audience is on my side.
a chat vote or an all-around
Chat
vote,
vote.
or a panel
Chat
vote?
vote.
Okay. Yeah, let's go there.
Oh crap!
Uh-oh. I'm calling you out. What are we doing?
I wonder if anyone is doing a draw along.
I don't know.
This is a complicated mess for a draw along, sir.
Yeah, I
Because
know,
we're
but I'm just
figuring
curious
out
now.
everything as we go, so you're gonna be drawing very, very quickly.
Technically, Alpha Proto, the draw quartered has started, but I'm not sure what we're drawing.
What are you talking about? Oh yeah, we need a title.
I just rubber banded.
Gladiator 2.
There you go.
Titalicus Maximus.
Gladiator 2. Electric
Boogaloo.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a great reference.
Boogaloo.
Good job.
About
Hang on. Electric Boogaloo director's cut.
what do you call the age of Rome? It's not Bronze Age, right? It's
Iron Age.
Love
Age
in the
of
Iron
Empires.
Age.
Yeah, that's the name.
Okay.
That's interesting.
My heart can't take much more of
Gladiator
this.
2, Love in the Iron Age director's cut.
Loving the Iron Age. Giving
Loving
the
it
fresh,
up,
get some
oh,
fresh
oh,
scrams.
Press.
Scattily free fresh scrams. Scattily boo boo Scooby Doo. Oh yeah. Oh,
Love and Marble.
Love and Marble.
Yeah.
That's adorable. You foolish human. I mean, that's great.
Oh, Love and Sand.
Love and
That
Sand.
sand is the floor of the gladiator arena.
Oh crap, Mike, that's good.
Love and Sandals. Oh.
Love sandals.
I need another soda. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Soda.
I'll be right here.
Trying to kill yourself.
Say soda.
He said soda. That guy said soda. All right, love and sand.
Love in the elevator. Wearing flip flops when you're walking in the beach.
I cannot.
I got something to show Kevin soon.
Here's a Comics Bear has a good one. Too glad, too later.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Hey, just to throw out something random, I don't know if anybody was seriously about that Spawn contest, but there's all the art should be in, and they should be picking the winners soon.
Oh, how exciting!
The contest is concluded.
Yeah, I guess if they're doing one a month, then they'll have to. They can't get them all in and go. Okay, we've got 6 months worth of. Oh no, we messed up, Basic Man.
Yeah, the official Todd McFarlane page liked both my pieces, which is a good sign.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm just ready for this to be over so I can delete my Instagram again.
Matt's not real good at social media.
I should make these feet more beautiful.
Find the way to have good social media is by not having any social media.
No, you're right. I did. In fact, if anybody's interested, I don't know. It might be kind of died out by now, but I got a bunch of invites for that Blue Sky social media app.
What's that?
It's supposed to be like a Twitter.
Huh.
It's exactly like Twitter. I mean, exactly.
Man, I
But
almost
it's
dropped out of
exclusive.
Twitter, but I downloaded the app to give it another try. Because I never used apps for like Facebook, Twitter. I just would use the web browser.
Oh,
Like-
Twitter sucks on the computer, man. It's so slow.
Yeah, I wasn't barely, and then I uploaded like scheduled tweets so that it uploaded them the next day, and never did. And I'm like,
Of course
so I'm
not.
like, yeah, so I'm like, and I wasn't gonna delete it, my Twitter. I was just gonna just stay away from it. But then I thought, you know what? Maybe I should just download the app and see how that works. And if it works good, then I'll just stick with it.
Yeah, the app works way better than the computer. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. They just not want people using it on the computer?
I was the same thing with Instagram. Instagram, you can't really use it on the computer too good. I mean, it does work, but not till recently. You couldn't even upload art or pictures on the computer until recent.
Right?
It's weird. I had to go to like a YouTube video to show me how to work around it so I can upload art or videos. But now I can do it. But yeah, Instagram. They just need to fix their photo cropping like thing on Instagram, man, because you can't just take a photo and post stuff.
I feel like that would probably be the most basic thing you'd want to do on Instagram.
Yeah, but they make it so that you have to like it crops everything off on your art when you take a photo of it, so you have to keep taking photos over and over and trying to fit it, and you're like, you take a further away shot than you want to because it's going to crop the edges of everything.
Basic imaging, guys. Just add basic imaging in your set.
See, Alpha Pro said, what's the point of going to a platform with no people? Yeah, that's what happened with me when those two other ones, what is it? What's it called? That one that was like MeWe or something like that?
Say it again?
MeWe?
Oh, I don't know about it.
It was like kind of like supposed to be like a Facebook, and then what was that other one that was supposed to be like Twitter?
Threads.
Mega something.
No, it was like
Mastodon?
no, it was like while ago. It was like Dan Bongino was like the owner or co-owner.
Oh,
Oh,
crap.
Bing? No, not Bing. What's it called?
You're not talking about Blue Sky, right?
No, it was like way before that. It was a couple years ago.
They
It
got
was supposed
really derailed.
Dude, it was just garbage because I was like, oh, cool, we'll go to this. And then you can't even post art or anything on there.
What, really?
Yeah, I tried to go
Mines.
and it's like,
Mines.
well, I never used
No,
mine.
it was something else.
It was another one.
Gab.
But it was just,
I
yeah,
can
that's
look it up.
Gab.
Hold on a second.
Gab, that was horrible, man. That was the worst.
I used to like Bon Jovi until his newfounded potty mouth.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he turned it. He did something after he got off Fox, and then he just decided he wanted to start freaking cussing.
Oh, I didn't even know what happened to him. I was like, I never really, I stopped watching any of the news or any pundits or anything, so I didn't. They all disappeared off my radar.
He was probably always potty mouth, though.
Well,
Yeah,
no, I used to watch him
sure.
before, and he used to keep it clean. But then he's doing it to try and like generate a bigger, more outraged fan base. It's clear what he's trying to do. It's really kind of silly.
No, I think he just always talked like that, but he couldn't do it on Fox.
That's probably true. But he didn't do it. I watched him on his show before Fox, though. He never cussed.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was on there before. Yeah, Fox picked him up. He was just YouTube, right? Before he was just a YouTube channel.
Yeah, he was good. He was a big social media.
Well, he owns a huge part of Rumble, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Ooh, he owns a huge part of Rumble.
Rumble.
I rumble for ya.
Crap.
I'm not doing this right.
I was trying to figure out how to build up to get back into like those algorithm stuff. I don't really get that. I probably have to take a course or like a 101 course on how to work social media because I don't get it at all, man.
They have different algorithms. It's kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. I mean, I post up stuff like I thought if I post up, somehow people are gonna start seeing it. No one sees it.
I think Mike just jumped on Gino.
But every time I go on there, I feel like it's kind of like that feeling of like playing video games. You feel like you're wasting time, but it's like I know I got to go on there and post stuff, but it's like if I'm on there too long, I'm like wasting my day here, fooling around. It's all strategy, though. I mean, you got to think of strategies and
Strategizing.
to me, it's like
Yeah.
my mindset is like a time waster, but I can't think that way. Otherwise, I do waste time.
Who do you work for?
Hey, Mike, can you show my screen so I can show this to
Number
Kevin?
2.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just a second. I just flipped to mine because I wanted to show my
Steven Caesar Seagal.
Caesar salad. Caesar salad. They make fun of him on the side. Caesar salad. Ah!
And he breaks their neck.
And then what he does is he pulls up a chair real slow. He pulls up a chair. It's like, we want some of this. Like, no.
Nice. Nice. Not thrilling, but nice.
Oh, beautiful. That was beautiful.
Did you hear that? They tell you about John Leguizamo, how he made fun of Steven Seagal when they were doing a reading for the executive decision. And Steven Seagal, like, he said he kung fu me into a wall.
What?
Yeah. John Leguizamo was like, he just like kung fu my A right into a wall, like grabbed my wrist and like was like, bam. And then he said, and then he's on a talk show talking about it. And then the guy goes, well, speaking of this, Steven, he goes, you know what we have here tonight? And like all of a sudden, John Leguizamo almost jumped out of a chair, like, "What? You serious?" And he's just like, "No, he's not here." And he's like, "Gosh," he's all freaked out because he was like saying crap about him there, and he's like, "Oh crap, he's here."
Hey, we actually have a draw along.
Hey, very nice.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't know if enough of us did any actual drawing. Well, I guess me and
Whoa.
Isaac. That's cool.
Beast Man. That's cool.
Oh, look at that Skeletor.
Oh, that's cool. Who's that guy? Is that Cyclops guy? What's his name?
Man.
That's
no, not
Triclops.
Triclops. He's had 3 settings, right? 3 eyes.
That is
Cool.
freaking bodacious. Gosh dang it.
Oh, that's classic He-Man.
There he is.
Oh, nice.
I've been talking this whole time, and
You've been muted?
Oh no!
yeah, I've been muted.
sorry.
I'm just
Hey,
saying,
show-
hey, this is really cool. That's Triclops. That's
Oh,
so
yeah.
cool.
Look
Hey,
at, look
close
at
up
her.
on He-Man again.
Oh,
Making
that dude. Oh, that
Close
guy's
up on
awesome.
He-Man again. I have the sound effect for him.
Well done.
Oh,
man,
cool.
that's
They're
nice.
all
Very
there.
nice.
Man of Arms. I like that. That's awesome.
What's that for? Is it for something you can say, or is it just for fun, or?
Yeah, it was for my the company I work for. They wanted me to do a piece of art to help promote the sweepstakes they were doing for their
Oh,
Mattel product.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I did this. I did a live stream on Instagram, and then we finished it yesterday on their YouTube channel. I was supposed to go to the show today, but I didn't go. Couldn't go. But I decided to finish this off, and they paid me to do it, so it was cool.
Oh, nice.
Part of my job to work on
Sure.
on He-Man stuff this time.
Something you love.
Very nice.
I like
it,
He-Man,
brother.
though. Thanks, man. I thought of you the whole time. I was like, oh, this cat. I want his approval. Anyway, that's all I got. That's all. Put it back on somebody else.
Reacher guy looks a lot like He-Man.
Oh no! Now what's going on?
I'm doing a romantic novel cover.
Oh,
And they're going to be dressed.
They're gonna be dressed. Oh man! Speaking of romance, Becky and I were watching Moonlighting. Oh man, it got intense, man. Season 3. They lay it all on the line, man. Is David Addison getting get with Maddie Hayes? Man, it got intense. I'm like, that writing, man, in those shows, that's like how adults write, man. It was like, oh my gosh. It wasn't like on the nose, like telling you everything. It's like, I feel betrayed. I feel angry. They're not telling you. You just see it and they just act. It's like so good, man. It's like, gosh.
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite shows when I was a kid.
What's it called?
Moonlighting.
Moonlighting.
Oh, no,
With Bruce Willis. And Little Shepherd. And then the guy from Revenge
Is that
of the
what you
Nerds,
posted earlier on Twitter, Matt, with your 2 favorite actors or whatever?
Yeah. Bruce Willis and the guy from Revenge of the Nerds, that plays Booger. Dude, that, oh my gosh. It was funny because they're surveying, they're doing detective work, so they're following a husband to see if who he's cheating on, like his wife or whatever. But he's actually with his wife on a honeymoon, like a, what is it called, anniversary. So it's funny as they're filming him, taking pictures, and he's like, and the nerd guy's like, he goes, right now they're doing a lot of kissing action. He goes, what do you call it for the notes? And he's like, exploration in the oral area, and he's like some type of, and then he's like, no, he's removing, and he's like, right on the mambas, and it's like, mambas, that's what he got, the mambas, and then he's like, I've never seen this before. And he's like, take a picture. You don't see anything, you just see him, and it's hilarious because his voice is that, nerdy, what's it called, that movie, Better Off Dead.
Oh yeah.
You seen that one, right?
Yeah, definitely.
He's got the best voice.
Dang, I haven't seen any of that. I love Bruce Willis though.
Dude, Moonlighting is awesome. You could probably see it on. I think the last place I saw it was on freaking YouTube.
Oh, we bought.
Where are you? Oh, you bought it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're
I
going
don't
to buy
think
the fourth
it's
one
anywhere except I think it is on YouTube. So I gotta.
Yeah. Oh man, the writing was like so.
Yep.
Man. It was a tension, man.
I'm trying to remember how many seasons, but it started falling apart like the last season or.
I think it's 5 seasons now, and but it's funny is those older shows. I noticed they only have like short seasons. Like they only had like maybe the really good ones had like 4 seasons, 3 seasons, and now these new shows run like 12, 15 seasons. Like what the heck?
Yeah.
They're not even.
I feel like
as
back
good.
then a season was
Do
like
you
20
even know what
episodes.
happens, or because I don't want to spoil stuff for you?
No, I don't. a long time ago, my mom liked that show, and I've seen it, but I don't remember. So I'm just
All
kind
right.
of all I remember is the Booger guy played Booger was in it, and I liked him. But I don't remember anything of it. So it's all kind of new to me in a way.
I'll let you enjoy it.
Oh man, it was so good. They find yeah, you got to watch it. It's great back and forth, but it's really they break the fourth wall in that all the time. That show.
Oh yeah.
Just like Hudson Hawk, I guess he did that a long time ago.
Broke the fourth wall.
Didn't he break the fourth wall in Hudson Hawk right at the end?
Sometimes, yeah.
I think so.
Because in the
Hudson
show,
Hawk was right after Moonlighting.
Yeah.
Actually, it might have been during Moonlighting.
I think wasn't Die Hard during Moonlighting, or towards the end of Moonlighting.
Was what?
Die Hard. Yeah, Die Hard was
I think Die Hard was right after Moonlighting.
Yeah, because it was 88, right, in the 80s or 89. I think it was 88 for Die Hard, and then Hudson Hawk was 90s though, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh really?
Yeah, because he was kind of like already like known for action and stuff. Dude, one of my favorite though, Bruce Willis, Fifth Element.
Oh, the best.
I've been listening to that soundtrack, man, while I'm drawing. So good.
Dang, there's a Bruce Willis movie. No, it's a Steven Seagal movie. Matt, tell me if you remember the name of this movie. I want to go watch it again because I thought I liked it. It was in his older career, but he was in Japan, and in the end he got into this gnarly sword fight and everything. And he had a girl. He had a Japanese girl and everything.
Yeah, I remember that.
I need to.
I think he was like Yeah, I remember that. He was in Japan. He was like he had an American like sidekick, like cop dude. He's like
yeah.
He accidentally fired his like you just not did a AD. You just had an AD like an accidental discharge on his guns.
Oh really?
It was pretty good. Yeah, that one was like I think that's the one. Well, he had a sword fight one where with the Jamaican Mark for Death. That one's one of my favorite ones. The Jamaican like drug dealers. See, the only Seagal movies I really like are the older ones, like his early first ones. So the first like 3 or 4 are just like, man.
Those are your favorite.
Yeah, just unparalleled. Man, even the trailer is awesome, and the dialogue they gave him was so good. And then was it Keith? Is it Keith David, the guy from They Live in the thing? He's like in the movie with him in Marked for Death. You know the black guy?
Marked for Death? Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that one is one of the best.
Yeah, he was the voice of Hordak in the new He-Man cartoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did a great job with Hordak. That was awesome.
Yeah, he's
Is
got
that
real
the guy
distinguished
from The
voice.
Thing?
Yeah, the black guy. Yeah, I think it's Keith David, right?
Yeah, Keith David.
Yeah, he's got that really deep kind of. He's got a
Gravelly-
voice. His voice sounds regal,
gravelly
you know.
Is that the 2 gladiators? Well, then.
He's talking to you, well.
No, that's Gina Carano.
Yeah, she's a gladiator.
Oh yeah. Because I didn't get to draw her in this one, and I was kind of. What'd you say?
I said, let's go. Dude, we should totally make this into a comic book. It'd be so funny.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm feeling it.
Weldon, you gonna draw it?
I'm on it.
Just blast through it.
Yeah, lay it out. Oh man, it'd be so fun. It's just, and that's one of the reasons why I could not miss tonight. I was freaking late. I was trying to get some vapor stuff going, and salt and stuff like that, because being sick is it's brutal. I just don't want to do anything, and I hate not working.
Yeah, so
Can't
many
stand
freaking
it.
people are sick right now. My daughter, her boyfriend, my wife, and like.
Yeah, I guess
like
it's just
coming
going
home and telling me
around.
all these other people are sick. I'm like, what is going on right now?
Hey, well, straight up, the thing that I always do, and it worked for me again this time around. I ate a $high can of salmon, and it just resurrected. It completely destroyed this illness, and I'm like on the mend already.
Oh, great.
You know what's also good is bone broth.
Oh, chicken bone broth. I hear nothing but
Oh,
good
beef
things.
bone broth, dude.
And it,
Oh,
dude,
I don't know.
if you gargle and drink salt water, that dries up the mucus in your body.
Yeah, I
too.
normally only do that for like sore throats, but I just want
But
to
yeah,
try
like if you have mucus or anything like that and build up, I'm not even joking, man. I tried it, like a teaspoon in your water of salt, and warm water so it dissolves. I gargled it and it was swallow it, gargle, swallow, and man,
Ew.
Oh, you swallow it?
Oh, I don't
yeah,
swallow.
yeah, you swallow it, and then man,
Ah.
it just totally like got rid of it. It just was gone. I wasn't hacking or anything anymore.
No, I never swallow that.
Be careful
yeah.
about swallowing too much salt water. I think that can sometimes give you a bad stomach. But I guess,
We're supposed to
depends
drink.
how it's
Well, people don't get enough salt in their diet, you know.
I do.
Believe it or not. Well, I think if you're doing like keto or the carnivore, you don't get enough salt.
I tried to step out in the sun today to get some vitamin diesel.
Oh, did you get the K2 D3?
No, I need to. I just want to make sure I get the right thing. I'm kind of just paranoid about buying the right thing. I'm gonna get your guys' counsel on that one more time, and I'm gonna make the leap.
Is vitamin K2 different than vitamin K?
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh.
K2 is what your body uses to deliver calcium into your bones. So
So
you need
it's good to
enough
take
K2,
calcium with
otherwise-
it.
Yeah, but if you don't have enough K2, that's why your calcium stays in your bloodstream and damages your epithelial cells.
Goodness.
Epithelial cells are the cells that line your blood vessels.
I've been hearing a lot about that, and you just confirmed, like a couple weeks ago when you first told me about it, you just confirmed.
And it was so important they named a mountain after it.
K2.
Huh?
That movie.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever even seen that movie. I need to watch Cliffhanger again.
Cliffhanger, another good one.
You know, I didn't give us any kind of a time limit. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Mike, I finally saw that one movie. They Call Me Trinity.
Yeah.
Man, that was good.
So good, dude.
Are we doing a poll with this?
Yeah, sure. Let's do a poll. Why not?
I started watching
the sequel to it is called They Still Call Me Trinity.
Call Me Trinity. Yeah, I started watching the beginning of it. It's on Tubi for free. Both of them.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's
Should
funny,
I
man.
post my drawing somewhere?
If you can find it, check out My Name is Nobody.
My name is okay.
He basically plays Trinity, but he's the same role, but his brother's not in it, and what's his face? Henry Fonda is his sort of foil. I don't know, maybe not foil, but Henry Fonda plays like this like super good gunslinger, and he's trying to like retire because you remember in Blazing Saddles where he's talking about how everybody with a gun was trying to challenge him all the time.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way it is. That's how gunslingers retire, is by being eventually killed by a faster gunslinger. Right? And so he's trying to find a way to retire and not lose his, life in the process.
Right.
And nobody, he's like, "What's your name?" I'm Nobody. And so that's why My Name is Nobody.
Wait a minute. What was that? I love that movie. Nobody, isn't it? I keep hoping they're gonna make another one to that.
What are you talking
Oh, the
about?
one with
Had Christopher Lloyd in it as the dad.
Lloyd.
The guy from Better Call Saul.
Yeah, Better Call Saul. Yeah, it was called Nobody, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, right.
I can't remember his name now offhand.
Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah, that's a fun movie.
Odenkirk, that's it.
Yeah,
I don't know how they're going to do a sequel to it, though.
Oh, they left it wide open for a sequel.
I've never seen it, but I started watching it with my family, and like my dad and my wife were like, not into it. So I'm like,
Well,
okay.
it starts off slow. My brother did the same thing. He quit before it really lit up.
Yeah,
Well,
it's fun. It's fun.
I think it was
kind of
too
like a domestic John Wick.
it's weird how he's a comedian, and he's like, he started off with Ben Stiller and Saturday Night Live, and Saturday Night Live first, and he went to Ben Stiller. Start writing with.
Yeah, way to sidetrack me talking about My Name Is Nobody though.
No, I need to watch that too. I need to watch a bunch, man. I had no idea. I mean, Kurt Russell's in the news recently, and he was in so many good movies. I had no idea how many movies he was in. And besides that one, I need to watch The Quick and the Dead. It's been so long since I watched that one.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that since it came out.
Shoot. Anyways, I was never super into westerns, but I liked. I'll never forget when I was super young and I saw Shane. I was like, "What?"
Have you seen Unforgiven? Please tell me you've seen Unforgiven.
I don't know if I have. I'm sure I have, but
so good.
Well, tell me about it.
It's well, the great thing about it is, so you know how Clint Eastwood, like in the 70s, he played the man with no name, right? And he was like famous for that and the spaghetti westerns and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, back in that time, he bought the rights to Unforgiven, but it was about an older, gunslinger in retirement, being dragged out of retirement for a particular reason. But he didn't want to do it in makeup. So he bought it and he held the rights for it for like 20 years.
What?
So that he could get old enough to play the main character.
No way.
That's awesome.
Gene Hackman's a freaking stud.
Oh yeah, dude. Gene Hackman's so good in there. It's such a good film.
Yeah, because he's in Quick and the Dead too, right? And
Yep, and he's awesome in that, man.
All right, so I'm gonna write this 5 down.
Yeah, Unforgiven is one of my top
I might have
favorite
seen
westerns.
it. I'd have to watch it. It'll be fun to rediscover it if I've already seen it.
I think it was Monday Hackman turned, or Monday or Tuesday turned 94.
Oh my goodness. Hey.
Oh my gosh.
I like
still
Hackman,
hanging in there, man.
He retired. He was still getting offers, but he's like, nah, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I'm too old for this.
Who is that guy? He's in he's in Westworld. He's a real old dude.
Anthony Hopkins?
Anthony Hopkins. He's still doing. Man, I love seeing Anthony Hopkins working as much as he is.
Pumping out hits like Transformers.
Oh crap.
Dude, I follow Anthony Hopkins on Instagram, man. He's hilarious. He's like posts up a lot of videos. He just found out how to use it. I think someone showed him, some actor showed him on a set how to use Instagram on his phone, and he just started uploading all these videos he would make for himself.
Yeah, during the pandemic, he was uploading all these videos of him painting and all kinds of stuff. It was great.
And, yeah.
Oh.
Made a compilation.
Proto in the chat says he also has not seen Unforgiven. I'm just going to say anyone who hasn't seen Unforgiven, it's not just a great Western. It's a freaking great movie, so.
Yeah.
Junkyard Dunn said, my Shadow of the Conqueror graphic novels arrived yesterday. Got all the hard covers and the artist edition. Going to read through it tonight. How funny, because I got mine too.
Nice.
Artist edition.
Oh man, there's artist edition.
I'm going to need to turn off this thing.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at her in a class right now.
It went crazy for a second.
Yeah, I gotta. Where's my virtual background? I have a green screen. All right.
We need to put
right,
Steven
so-
Seagal in that classroom.
This is the artist edition. It's got all my inks.
Cool.
Nice.
Dang, son.
Right.
Wow.
And then I got the Cain and White cover.
Oh.
Let me turn this on. And we're going to be launching the next campaign pretty soon here.
Sweet.
Got the light cover, which some idiots don't quite understand how that figure in the center works, and they think he looks like a Marshmallow Man, but some people are dumb. This is the Dalen cover. These are all hard covers, which I guess people didn't understand from the campaign, and they're all like super stoked that they're hardcovers because we didn't
Wait,
really.
so was there no option? Were they all hardcover?
There was no option. They're all
that's
hardcover.
pretty awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, so this is the novel cover turned into the graphic novel. And then I also got
the gilded
leather bound
Yep.
gilded pages embossed with
Whoa.
decal and gold foil.
That is awesome.
Dang.
Rock and roll. And then I also got all the novels too. So I got the leather-bound novel, gilded pages, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Then I have Ma'am I Am, which is always fun because
those arms, dude. Oh my gosh.
I got Everything is Ice Cream, Tale of His Old Man and His Tongue.
Leather bound.
Leather-bound. And I got my
Dude, you should get them gilded. You should get the side of the book gilded in Neapolitan colors.
I got my Literature Devil comic then too. Max, would you move?
I have the straw poll ready.
The straw poll is ready to be strawed.
I'm about to die.
All right, straw poll is ready. So let's go through these artists one at a time. Let's see. Let's start with mine. Here, I didn't get to finish inking it, but that's what you get for.
Thanks, Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
That's a great Gina.
Doesn't really look like her though. I think that's the face I got the worst. I think Hannibal's the best.
I saw Lucy on Instagram.
Hello, pants.
Boosyisms.
You okay? All right. J Dollar says, "Why am I not on the stream?" Because you were in the slums, J Dollar.
I would love if that was like a little potbelly elephant on Busey's shoulder, though.
It's not technically on his shoulder. It's supposed to be a background elephant.
I know.
There it is.
All right, let's move over to Elliot. Do you have anything? Or were you just drawing random heads?
Elliot has eluded
Elliot
us.
has left the building.
Or he's muted.
We could do Matt Cosson, although he's just been doing Conan. So you can vote on Matt from last week.
Is that Inks? Are you
Go back
starting
in
to lay down
time.
Inks?
Yeah, I'm starting to lay down the inks now.
Very nice figure there, Cosmo.
Thank you.
Yeah, J Dollar, why don't you have them raid my stream when you're done with your dumb show?
Oh.
Ow.
That's a sweet Murakumo comics.
Sorry, I've just been doing this show at the same time for the past 6 or 7 years now, and then these guys start up a show at the same time, and they go, "Why are you streaming over me?" I'm like,
Yeah.
really?
I can't believe it's
Really?
been that long.
Really?
I remember the first stream.
Same bat channel, same bat time.
Does anybody else remember the
Vice
first
versa.
character?
The what?
Does anybody else remember the first character?
Captain
on the first
Marvel.
Drawn and Quartered? I thought it was Captain America.
Was it Captain America?
That's what I thought.
Maybe it was Captain America. Yeah, it was on 9/11, wasn't it?
Was it?
I don't remember that.
I think so. All right, next up we have Melissa Lester.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. I am not ready to design 3 characters based on live models on the fly and animate. That was
dang.
I love it. It's adorable.
well, thank you.
Oh,
Oh my
crap.
goodness.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you,
really
Goblin.
going
Who's
for
swinging
it.
that? Oh, it's the elephant. Swinging that.
Gene
mace.
Carano's got a woman's field there.
Fighting an
Next to
elephant.
the elephant. That is funny.
Thank you, Alpha. Thank you, everyone.
That's so
Oh my goodness.
cute.
You got the
She's
whole
like-
love triangle in there and everything.
Yep. Oh, I just posted mine in the
Love.
That looks so cute. Oh my god.
Exciting and new. Amy, you got anything to show? You're not showing anything.
Yeah. Oh,
I'll move
if
over
I
to
go
Kevin
off
and
of
Katie.
focus, this thing's going to crash. So I just posted my drawing in the draw log.
Oh, okay.
So it's at the bottom. Sorry about that.
No worries. I just got to stop sharing what I'm doing, but let's look at Kevin's first until we do that.
Kevin, what size paper is
Hey.
that?
Actually, y'all marvel on Kevin's for a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty. We'll keep it here on mine.
Kevin,
There you go.
what size paper is that?
9x12.
Excellent.
Nice.
So
I was going
basically
to
a
say
square.
dazzles, but of course.
Square.
Look at how nice it is.
Yeah, it's just a rough because I couldn't get to finishing it. I still hadn't got my Dean Cain likeness well, so I was going to go over that. So it's one of those things where I just I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna finish it." Like,
I mean,
finishing.
yeah, it was like we had getting the story and all the characters and everything worked out in the first part, and you're like, okay, then I think it's all right that everything's a little bit rough because you have to build, all of it. But
that looks like Gina, though.
Really is Comics Bear.
Yeah, I'm a little happy. I just found out she liked the gray tone marker sketch I did of her on Twitter.
Cool.
Wow,
That
nice.
was kind of cool.
Is it recently?
Yeah, like very recently. Yeah,
Cool.
like today. It had to have been today, I think. And I didn't see it because our internet's been off because of the Comcast.
I need to go see this
outage.
Oh,
Yeah, let me see if I can pull it up. I'll try to pull it up from my likes or whatever and see if I can
Is it
find
some
it.
fans like sharing it with?
I don't know if it's gonna work very well, but
oh dang!
Ooh, nice.
Come on, focus.
Focus.
It won't focus. God bless us all.
Yep.
Everyone.
There we go.
Oh,
there we
nice.
go.
Oh boy.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, you can't see
So
the tone
nice.
as well, but it's close. But I got. Let me see if I can go into my post engagements and.
Were those gray markers? That you
They were
said?
Copics, yeah. Just Copics.
Oh, nice.
Ugh, that's awesome. I bought a whole bunch
There
of
it is.
Copics.
There it is.
I haven't touched one of them.
There we go.
Aw, so cool. Ding.
Yeah. See, like when I first put it up, it was liked by the GinaCarano.net Twitter account or whatever. And I guess where my internet's been out, I didn't see it until just a little while ago. I don't know if any of you guys get caught up in that Comcast internet outage that they had.
Is that what's been going on? It's like everybody's been losing their internet.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Weldon.
Oh crap!
Comcast. I got Cox cable.
There's my romance novel cover.
Aw.
And love won't hurt anymore.
There.
I don't know why I can't see this. It's crazy.
That one's great.
I gotta put some more clothes on Brie Lawson, but
I mean, you don't have to.
It works. It communicates,
thinking about putting some pillows around. I'm not really sure. But anyways, yeah.
It looks gorgeous.
Simple. I really
Although
like
she looks more like Rainey than Brie Larson.
I like these toes the most.
She's got cute little toes.
Feet are fun.
Nice.
They're fun.
Feet are really good.
Hands are fun.
Nice.
That's
ankles.
crazy.
But yeah, like these his little tuchus man right here is one of my most
Oh, that angle. Yeah, the
prized
angle.
anatomy successes. And then I started drawing like blood and bones and stuff like that coming from over here. Maybe I don't know, some blood splattering this way. Just an idea. Maybe this will be a wraparound cover.
Yeah, I'm like half of a mind to actually write this out as a comic to have you draw.
I mean, I think it sounds like a good premise.
It'd just be so much fun.
I would really
not destroying it with his weird introductions and stuff.
I put in everything you wanted.
And then some.
I would create
It's
the most,
and then some that I have issue with.
the most extensive and elaborate Gary Busey reference folder you've ever seen. I would delight in trying to like really get his ambiance nailed down. But yeah, maybe some Aikido.
It seems like a story that I would actually like to draw myself.
Mm-hmm. Then do it.
No,
I'll do a little backup story. A little 5-pager.
Who else we
in the
got?
back.
Elliot disappeared.
I'm here.
You got art?
No.
Oh,
all right. And then
I-
Amy, did you ever? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it's in the
Share
drawing.
your share screen.
Yeah, if I go off focus, it'll go down. So I'm like, uh-oh.
There you
How am I
go.
going to do this?
Check it out, checkers.
Oh,
Is that Amy?
Oh, nice.
That's Amy.
Got the scrolls.
Wow, look at you.
Oh,
All right, Jeff, drop the poll.
Oh, that's
We've
great.
seen
Jeff.
everybody's stuff.
What about Panda?
I didn't.
Panda didn't do nothing. Did you do something, Panda?
Yeah, sort of. Just trying to get my Dean likeness here.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Oh,
Where?
well, hold on. Let everybody absorb Amy's for a minute.
Aw,
Mm-hmm.
you're sweet. Thank you. That was fun though. Enjoyed that.
Is the guy on top? Is he supposed to be?
That's Dean Cain.
Dean Cain? Yeah.
I got it.
Dean. He's the senator, so he's got like the senator robes and he's got the like scroll, and then there's the gladiators up at the front. And he looks kind of woeful about the entire situation.
Completely. Well done.
Dude, this would be an awesome movie.
It would be, right?
Right?
I think it would be a really great story.
All right. And we have Panda.
Hey.
Yeah, I tried.
I don't know about his memories, but I dig that liking.
He's got a nice strong chin.
It's Dean Chin.
That's really good.
The Chinese variant of Dean Cain.
That nose is flawless.
Like little sword. Like grrr.
I like this a little bit. There we go. There we go.
Wait, is his chin gleaming?
It would have to be at that size, right?
Chest
Or his chest gleaming? Oh, I'm sorry.
He missed the chin. He should have his teeth.
I'll add
gleaming.
some highlights here.
Oh no. They look like nipples there.
It could be nipples.
All right, the straw poll is in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, please do go vote as much as you possibly can for the best, or maybe not the best, but your favorite artist piece tonight, whose ever that may be. And while you are voting, we will check out the draw along. Tonight we have from Juan Soto.
Awesome.
I give up. This is a mess, he says. Ah, that's good. I get that's Gina Carano.
I love it.
Caesar salad. Even Caesar salad.
Great
We get
Caesar's
it.
ghost.
Got it. You know it's good.
That Caesar looks. He looks a lot like the lead character from The Boys. A little bit. Can't remember his name.
Oh.
The guy who played Judge Dredd.
All right. Drawing a blank on his name.
Can't remember. That looks like Gina though.
Alan Rickman.
Oh, that's his name.
No, Carl Urban.
Carl Urban. There you go.
All right. Next up, we have from Doug Smith. Oh, he's got 3. It's awesome.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
See, that's Alan Rickman.
There's Alan Rickman.
Richson.
Then he's
No.
Pizza,
No.
pizza.
Oh, whoa.
Oh,
Who is that?
Dang.
What's
it.
your name?
yeah, that's good.
Bravo.
His little keister is set way back there. That's hilarious. I love it.
Who did that? Is that Podger Pandas?
No, that's
No, it's Doug Smith.
Does he have any
Doug
music? Do you have one with music?
ETH is not going below $1,000. J Dollar, stop it.
Wait, is it
And
going down?
last up, we have.
Oh, no, that's the abuse.
Damn, my honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
Oh my gosh. He's got that completely disabled eye.
There's your Hannibal right there.
Oh my god. Wait a minute, I need to go vote.
Oh my gosh. All right. No offense to anybody else. I know who I'm voting for. And there's Dean Cain.
Aw.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh wait, you didn't. Jeez. Oh.
Oh, with the right.
Oh my god.
I think Doug had a little too much fun tonight.
Whoa.
All right. Juan Soto again. Here's some character study.
Nice.
Aww.
His Caesar is pregnant, apparently.
I like his ponytail. It's a
Brie
cool
Larson
ponytail on
cute.
his face.
I like that Gina Carano though. If you like
Darling.
no. Jeez Louise, Doug Smith again. Here's the movie critic going to review this movie.
I'm telling you, this is a motivating tale, man.
Right? See, when you put a bunch of creative minds in a room and you tell them to come up with a movie starring Reacher and Gina Carano.
I felt like I didn't contribute anything.
Oh no!
It's the Reacher guy.
I felt I was the Charlie Brown. I was the blockhead of the group.
All right, well, it's just Juan and Doug tonight. So Juan versus Doug. Let's start the voting with Amy Lester.
Oh no. Oh gosh, they're both really great. I really do like all of the things Juan did. He tried a lot of different designs, and I think he did cool interpreting the different characters on the face. Like that's really,
I like the realistic.
yeah, right? That was really cool. So I think, you know what? I think it's cool seeing him try some different stuff and really putting himself out there, and I think they came out great. So I'm going to go ahead and vote for one.
All right, 1 for 1. Panda?
I'll go with Dag.
Doug, 1 for Dag, 1 for
Dag.
Juan. Well done.
Dag.
Doug.
2 for Dag. Hold on. I'm trying to go in order here. Sharp.
Yikes.
I know, right?
Whew.
The Busey, it's.
I guess I'll go with Doug. Doug
3 for
wins
Doug.
in the end.
Missy.
Pizza.
Me? Oh. That one, Gina, the little Gina Carano was just absolutely precious. I think I'll go with Juan.
Juan, 2 for Juan, 3 for Doug. Matt Cosson.
I think they're all looking great, but I'm gonna have to say Doug on
4
this
for
one.
Doug, 2 for Juan. Jerk manga.
I removed myself from the voting. I didn't even do any art today.
Neither did Jeff, but he gets a vote.
Yeah.
Jeff gave his heart.
Jeff has no heart.
He is.
Yeah. Wait.
All right, Elliot doesn't. Elliot has recused himself. Jeff?
I recused myself.
Doug.
Dog. And I vote for Doug too. So, Doug Smith, you are our pros pick. You can pick your friends, you can pick your pros, but you can't pick pros. No, let's go.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Caesar Segal did it for me with Doug.
Hello, Keely Chow. Welcome to the end of the stream. What's going on? Well, I think it's about time for a recap. Jeff, why don't you explain what happened tonight?
So we wrote a story called Gladiator 2, Love and Sand. This is the director's cut. It stars Steven Seagal as Caesar Rufus Quintus Nero Seagal Augustus IV. Harry Busey is Hannibal. Caesar salad, for short. Dean Cain, who is Senator Gaius Historio Magnus. The Reacher guy, who's Gladiator, and he's Pectorals Maximus. Gina Carano, who's also Gladiator, who's Venus Coronis. And Brie Larson as one of Hannibal's unnamed assassins as of yet. So, okay. Hannibal is invading and is crossing the Alps. Dean Cain suggests giving the slaves their freedom, and Caesar Segal takes him up on it and frees the slaves. The slaves fight Hannibal and defeat him. Hannibal retreats. Caesar then goes back on his promise and slaves the gladiators, and then blames his treachery on Dean Cain, who is the senator. Caesar calls Dean Cain a traitor, and everyone immediately believes him for some reason. Caesar takes away his land, money, and makes him a gladiator. In the meantime, Hannibal sends a spy, Brie Larson, to seduce Caesar with her feet. He decides that she has feet that launch 1,000 ships, and Caesar will melt like butter after seeing her feet. Dean Cain, back in Rome, Dean Cain becomes a gladiator. No one trusts him because he's promised all the gladiators their freedom, and now they're back being gladiators and slaves. The Reacher guy is so mad at him, he decides to battle Dean Cain. But Gina Carano, who's also a gladiator, saves Dean Cain and trains him, and then decides to train him to be a gladiator. While training him, Gina falls in love with Dean Cain. The Reacher guy gets jealous because he's in love with Gina Carano and decides to battle him to the death again, but for some reason, both guys survive. In the meantime, Brie Larson finally meets Caesar and tries to seduce him by wearing open-toed sandals. Unfortunately, she discovers that Caesar has a hand fetish. Caesar's now aware of Larson's plot and has her arrested by his Praetorian guard. She's tortured, her toes are broken, which is subject to change, and then made into a gladiator as well. Everybody ends up becoming a gladiator at one point.
This director's cut is not the theatrical release.
To make peace, the Reacher guy makes a pact with Dean Cain to fight and expose Caesar Segal's lies. As they decide as they battle, the Reacher guy is going to throw in Dean Cain at Caesar Segal. This he will use as a signal to trigger the rest of the gladiators to do a Spartacus-like revolt. In the meantime, Hannibal regroups and decides to strike out across Asia, invade Japan, and use that as a base to attack Rome. After discovering Dean Cain's identical twin in Japan, which we haven't figured out what to do yet, Hannibal decides to sneak attack Rome from all the way across Asia. Samurai appear to warn Steven Seagal of Hannibal's approach. They end up staying as tourists and touring Roman monuments and taking pictures. Caesar Segal gets rid of his Praetorian guard because the Japanese samurai teach him throne style Aikido. There's something in there about Vince McMahon, and then the revolt happens, and fearing for his life, Caesar Segal flees to Russia, where he ends up being an action movie star, getting paid in pelmeni and vodka. And I forget what somebody says, at the end, a depressed Reacher guy finds Brie Larson, falls in love with her feet, and lives happily ever after.
I'm going to say my summation was a much clearer story.
Not quite so many trips across Asia, but you know what? It's still a good story. Oh, hey, Max.
Don't you think? Let's get a vote from the chat. Let's get a vote from the chat.
Oh, please do.
Start a poll. Whose version of the story is better? Mike. Okay. You guys can start that poll. In the meanwhile, we will check out the polling for the night, which is present. Oh, Jeff did the poll.
Oh, look at that.
Very nice. Look at that.
Ooh. Yeah.
All right. We'll just start at the peanut butter medal. Everybody else. Panda, Elliot, Melissa, Matt, and Amy. Good effort all around, except for wait a second. Matt Costin, you didn't even do anything. How did you have 50 points?
People like him.
51 points. How does Matt Costin have 51 points? He didn't do anything.
They're like Conan.
How does Aaron win by drawing the thing when we aren't drawing the thing?
I don't know. These polls suck. Even though I won. All right, with the peanut butter medal tonight, the peanut butter medal named for this very guy, Matt, the Reacher guy. Well done. Pulling up with 85 points in a close second place, Kevin Hannibal Busey Sharp.
Yay! Thank you, everybody. I appreciate
And
you.
the gold medal tonight with 95 points, Mike Caesar Segal Miller.
Nice. Excellent. My vote.
Yeah, thanks
Yep.
for the rounding.
Hey, I think we have like a 100% turnout tonight too.
Yeah.
All right. Let's stop the cam. Let's check
trying to
out
hit the
how
check
that other poll's going. Okay, everyone in the chat, I hate you all. Good night.
Dang.
69%.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me.
Jeff's version didn't even make sense.
Come on, Mike's gonna make a comeback.
What is wrong with you people?
What are we looking at?
The poll. The whose version of the story is better, Mike's or Jeff's? It's 65% Jeff.
Oh,
My
hear
own
that.
audience. My own subscribers. They hate me.
Aw,
They don't hate you. They just like me more.
Oh, goodness.
That's reason
Jeff
enough
has
to-
the heart of the people.
I was looking for a reason to end my channel.
Oh crap.
Being a little
Oh, my
over dramatic, are we?
It's gonna be an
This
abrupt-
seems like a viable reason.
I think maybe they just like having samurai in the show.
But my version, I could see you actually turning it into a comic book or a movie or
Right.
something. Jeff's was all over the place. Like he wanted to keep every idea that came in and just weave it into the story. You can't.
The
You
director's
gotta
cut,
leave some
right?
stuff on the cutting room floor.
There you go. You can tidy it
think
up a little.
Not
I
in
think the
director's
difference
cut.
is. I think the difference is that Jeff's delivery had way more frustration in it.
Yeah, but I was the one that was frustrated.
I know. I think that's the reason why they liked it.
All right. Well, it's 10:30 in the evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have been at this for 3.5 hours, which is an extra half hour for those of you who are usually here. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for spending your Wednesday nights with us. And again, don't forget to where did I even put it? I can't find it. I need you to go out and get that comic book. Dadgummit.
Which one? The new one?
Which one? All Eyes on Ashley.
Oh yes, of course.
It is the latest from myself and John Delarose. I'll put the link in the chat. If you have not gotten it already, go check it out. Check it outers.
Wait, I
It's,
thought that was something else.
Fun little romp. Sort of a romantic comedy where a young nerdy dude is trying to find love and looks to the wrong people for advice on how to make that happen. And hijinks ensue. So we've got
As there one.
the sexy Everyone Loves Ashley cover. We've got the Kit Carter homage cover. We've got the Siege Not Safe for Work cover. And just in case you guys are wondering, yes, if you order this cover, the Not Safe for Work labels will be on the printed cover.
There you go.
Some
That's
interior art, or you can see guest starring our good friend Elliot. And, there you go. So please do check that out. Check it outers and make it happen. We launched yesterday. Got 60 backers, $2,426 so far. So far, so good. A lot better. So we did this as top grift on Fund My Comic, and Fund My Comic just doesn't have the user base that Kickstarter does. So we rebranded it, and here we go. Here
And it
we
worked.
go. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Anybody got anything they want to shill?
No,
just-
Jiminy
I just
shilled
want-
for me.
Yeah, Jiminy's throwing
That's good.
everyone's social medias up. He's doing all kinds of work
Aw,
in the
thanks,
chat.
Jiminy.
Thank you, Jiminy. Very helpful. Please do click and save all of those links that are being dropped in the chat.
And Elliot, you're at MegaCon tomorrow, right?
No, I'm not going.
Oh,
I can't.
okay.
Some things came up and I can't go.
No. What?
So if you guys want, I might be doing a live stream over on Instagram, and if anybody wants to support, go a commission somewhere, you need some commission stuff, maybe you want to reach out to me there. I'll be mailing out my commissions that I have left over next week after Andy gets back.
That's a lovely figure.
It is. Very
you have a lovely figure, Elliot.
Well, thank you. I've been working on it.
The expression.
No kidding.
All right, that's it, ladies and
a lot of
gentlemen.
work.
Thank you, one and all, for being here. Thanks, everybody, for spending your Wednesday evening with us yet again. God bless everyone, and we'll see you on the next exciting episode of Drawn and Quartered. So good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Have fun swimming in the castle.